It is time, guys. What is up, everybody? Are you ready? Are you ready? That's the question. That's the question. Welcome, everybody. What is up? Friday, January the 3rd, the first Smackdown of 2020. See if they start off the year right. What do we got? What do we got? Recap time. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome. If you can hear me, you can see me. Say something in the chat, guys. Let me see ya. Let me see ya. Here's the pizza. When is Raw? Raw is on Monday. Raw is on Monday. I'm showing a recap of what happened last Smackdown. What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Lewis, what's up, man? Daniel Bryan is going to the Rumble.
Bryan now has another chance to stare down the fans. Yowie Wowie, you did it! I don't know if he is done with you yet, Daniel.
I don't think he's done with you. I don't think he's done with you at all. Mo with the host. Thank you for hosting, Mo.
Are you willing to do whatever it takes?
I am.
Are you willing to let him in?
SmackDown took all the star power from Raw. They took a lot of it. Oh, Daniel Bryan's backstage. And The Miz.
What's up? The Fiend violated my home. The room in which my daughter sleeps. There's nothing in this world that I want, that I need more than to avenge what the Fiend did to my family.
That's a late pay-per-view, man.
I'm gonna take away everything that he cares about. But you beat me last week. You earned the right. So while I try to figure out what to do next, I just have one thing to say to you. Defeat the Fiend at Royal Rumble. Not just for me, for everyone.
The Fiend. Uh-oh. Alright, here comes the intro song. Gotta mute that. They blocked my video worldwide last Smackdown because there was like a little bit of that song that played. Watching on Hulu Live? What? Hulu Live? It looks almost better than YouTube TV. Well, it should. They're owned by Disney now. I think Disney's got a couple extra dollars they could throw at some quality. What is up, everybody? It is the I don't know why they put Undertaker in this opening, dude. When's the last time we saw him? I think the last time we saw the Undertaker was on Raw when he came out and was like, "I'm gonna take your soul, Drew McIntyre." Yeah, that New Japan Wrestle Kingdom thing. Goodness gracious, man! It starts at 11 p.m. Pacific time, so it's gonna start at midnight my time. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Plus, half those people I'm not really even worried about. But hey, at least you get a good price on it if you get it from the NJPW thing, NJPW World. Way better than paying $50 on Fight. Yeah, I see you. Just stop repeating yourself. Stop spamming my chat. I don't want to know your real name. All right. No, you shouldn't be telling people your real name on the internet anyway, man. You don't want people getting your info. Just chill, all right? Whatever your name says next to you, that's all I need to know. I'll keep track of you like that. Or else we're going to have to time you out, dude, because you're spamming my chat. We're not interested, all right? We're interested in you just hanging out with us. That's all that matters. We don't need to know your real name. So keep it to yourself, please, and stop spamming the chat. Oh, here we go. Legit boss time. Well, that's one way to start out. Smackdown for the year. Sasha Banks can have a match. She wrestles as much as Johnny Gargano sometimes.
You don't appreciate the attitude of Sasha Banks, but you can't argue with the results.
Sasha Banks is here. Yes, y'all. I'm too fresh, y'all. Oh, she's got Bayley with her. All right. Maybe Bayley's gonna have a match. Sasha Banks, y'all. And Bayley. Gotta keep it muted for these theme songs, man. WWE goes too crazy. They will take your channel. They'll take everything from you. All right. And we got Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan versus King Corbin and Dolph Ziggler tonight. I think that's going to be the main event. I kind of hope they take that apart. I'm not super interested in seeing a tag match between them unless they build some more story towards it, or the Fiend shows up or something. That doesn't really interest me too much. Oh, did I get reset? Yeah, I got reset. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a different one here. Nope, not that. Let's try this. Could this be alright? This might be good. Nope. That ain't working either. Alright. How about you? Ah, nice, okay.
Now look, we all made it to 2020. I'm sure all of you guys have been spending the last couple days thinking about your resolutions, like going to the gym, eating healthy, and chasing your dreams. But come on.
Bayley promo time.
Let's not.
One
let's not
hit.
lie to
What is
ourselves.
up,
You guys
man?
aren't going to follow through with any of that. See, change is tough. And by the looks of you guys, I could see that you don't got what it takes to make any type of positive change in your pathetic lives.
Oh, it's like that, Bayley? Okay.
In 2019, Sasha and I took a good look in the mirror and we made tough changes. We did what was necessary.
Why
and yeah,
train
we
blue?
ended our year
Thank you for
in
following,
victory.
man.
I'm the Smackdown Women's Champion. She's the standard. I'm the role model. We are the leaders of this Smackdown
Oh, now
locker
she's the
room.
standard. She's not the blueprint anymore. She's the standard.
And
Yo,
then you
why
got
train blue?
people
Thank you
like
so much
Lacey
for the
Evans,
follow, man.
who thinks,
Welcome to Team Gritty.
No.
Here's a
Hey,
taco for
just
you.
because she was.
Speak of the devil.
Oh boy. All right, here comes Lacey. Oh, she's got a cool looking Titantron thing going on. And who's she hanging out with? Oh, Dana Brooke. Lacey Evans and Dana Brooke. We're gonna see some tag match playa. All right, she's got a mic.
Off on making fun of and scaring a child, but I have fought this entire time, and it is my passion within WWE to set a positive impact and example and build, thank you, love you, honey, and build a better life for my daughter. So it makes me sick that you two are trying to use a 7-year-old to get to me. Well, congratulations, because you have got to me. And it is my New Year's resolution to show not only my baby, but this entire WWE universe that the bad guys can be
The
stopped,
nasties, yes.
regardless of the cards
They're out
stacked
here to
against you.
mess up the nasties.
Very confident Lacey Evans.
Oh, Alexa Bliss. All right. Dang, they're bringing out their entire women's division. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Necky. Play with Necky.
Now, as
It's the first Smackdown of 2020, and you ladies already just want to tear each other apart. Now, Nikki and I can clearly see the personal and intense issues going on here, which makes me wonder, I'm just going to say it, do we really even belong in this match?
No.
Of course we do, especially if we ever want to get back those tag team championships.
That is true. I'll give you that. So yeah, I guess we'll step up to the fight and start 2020 with a win.
Dang. Like I said, they're bringing out the whole women's division for this match.
Triple threat women's match. Bayley and Sasha. Lacey and...
Yep, that's what's next. Wow, triple threat tag match. These triple threat tag matches always have this like weird, how do I put it? Like rhythm to them. It's like normal tag matches and fatal 4-way tag matches it's even, you know, but with this like weird third team stuff, I've seen it pulled off really well sometimes, but it's definitely one of those tough to pull off in a good and consistent rhythm. It's tough stuff. Not 2020. What? So it's 2020? I say 2020, but some people call it 2020. I guess it just depends on how quick you want to get it over with, how quick you want to say it. Her theme would be bland and generic. You think so? I don't know, man. I kind of liked her theme to begin with. This one's just kind of like a remix of it. Oh my goodness. It's all good. Just like I said, don't be coming in here and spamming, all right? If you say something one time, I see it, all right? The stream is not going by at like breakneck speed. I see what you're saying. I'm just not interested in reading your name out loud and sharing your business with the rest of the world. I'm looking out for you and everybody else by just not acknowledging things like that. So just talk about wrestling and have a good night with us, all right? We don't need anything else in here. All we need is just good times and talking about wrestling. Tell us who your favorite wrestler is. Tell us one of your favorite moments in wrestling history or something. Or talk about the show that we're watching right now. Don't come in here sharing personal information. And we'll get along just fine. It's just not something that I need anybody doing. Commercial break time. Do I even have control over this? Can I do that? Let's see if I can do this. Can I do it? Can I do it? Let's see. I guess I could maybe just play my background music during this. Oh, it's still playing in the background. Aha, there we go. Alright, we got a little bit of background music. Oh yeah. We got commercial break music. Dude. Oh yeah. So, who do you guys think is going to win this? Who do you think they want winning to start out the year? Who do you think they want winning? Do you think they're going to give their women's world champion of Smackdown?
For music for your next video? Then you need to check out our list.
You better stop. Stop that. Okay. All right, we're back to the show now. Who do you guys think they're going to give the win to?
Right out of the gate, going after the boss. Yes, Sasha Banks, who quickly tries
they
to.
They can't get a disqualification either because it's a triple threat tag match.
Rules here tonight in this matchup.
No disqualification in that particular case. This is what Banks does so very
Wrestle
well. She
Kingdom.
manipulates
I
her
don't know,
opponents.
man.
Both Sasha and Bayley
Real
have
late.
gotten
I might
so
just
deep
wait
under
until
the skin
tomorrow and
of Lacey Evans. Lacey might
stream
make a
it during
mistake.
a
Nikki roll through now on Lacey
during a
to kick
night
out. You saw
hour.
Sasha tag
Nobody's
Nikki
gonna
into
be
this
up,
matchup.
dude.
You can tag whoever you want
Nobody's
in and out
gonna
of
be
this
up.
match. Does not have to be your teammate.
If
Lacey
I do
Evans
stream
now
it, it won't
rolling
be on
across and a
YouTube.
kick out by Nikki. Lacey Evans whips cross
Probably
into the
wait
corner.
till tomorrow or something.
And a tag made, and here comes the
But who
much
knows?
improved
Maybe I'll
Dana Brooke.
surprise
And
you.
Corey, when you talk to a lot of people about the
You think
women's
Lacey
division
and Dana are gonna get
SmackDown,
it?
they point to
Yeah, you
Dana
might be
Brooke.
right.
Here's the cover now by Brooke, who could one day be a future champion.
We've said for many moons that Dana Brooke has a great deal of potential. Could someday
You
be a
need
champion here in
Snoop
WWE.
Dogg songs for the
No
male
matter how you
division
put all the
too.
pieces together.
Nikki Cross alluded to it earlier. This is an
Snoop
important
Dogg songs
matchup
for the
tonight
male
as teams
division.
try
I'd rather not,
to
dude.
position in the new year for an
I'd
opportunity
rather not.
perhaps at the
Snoop Dogg is
Kabuki
one of the
Warriors.
lesser talents in the rap game as far as I'm concerned. He's made great songs. He's had a definite impact. He's had a great career. I'm not disrespecting him. It's just if I could choose anybody to lay some lyrics down for me, he wouldn't be the first in line.
Royal Rumble event. Nice takedown by Bliss. Roll through jackknife cover, and Brooke able to get the
You'll be
shoulder
up, yeah.
Two.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Alexa Bliss.
I got some hours to think about it.
Starting off the first SmackDown of
Lacey better win for the
right way
storyline.
with
Yeah,
the
maybe.
Goddess in action.
Smart move by Sasha Banks.
Oh.
Blind tagging herself into the matchup.
Bayley on the outside.
The SmackDown Women's Champion
Oh.
taken out by Bliss.
Alexa Bliss with a wrecking ball drop kick destroys Bayley on the outside and then just feeds a slap to Sasha.
Standing drop kick.
Great series of strikes by the Goddess. The boss is rocked.
Into the corner, Sasha.
Sasha Banks.
Bayley's now legal.
This is fantastic tag team chemistry.
Their wrestlers Brock Lesnar. Nice.
Bliss
That's a
doesn't
good
seem
pick.
to realize that Bayley's the legal competitor for
That's
her
a good
team.
pick.
And what she realizes now is she's knocked off the top rope and the
Meteora.
from Banks. And now the SmackDown Women's Champion cover now on Bliss and a
Two
kick
count.
out. Tremendous
Alexa Bliss
rivalry
kicks out.
over the
Bayley
years
looking for the pin.
These two, Bayley and Bliss.
It's a weird little
You gotta
sound
be
effect out of
impressed with
nowhere.
the seamless teamwork in the last
Just a
few months
whoosh.
from Bayley and Sasha Banks. We talk about it all the time, the importance of chemistry in a tag
Can't
team
wait till TV
situation.
finally catch
There
up
you
with
see it
technology
yet
and do
again.
4K.
Banks and Bayley working
There's
well
some
together.
4K
Corey mentioned
TV
it earlier,
stations.
First ever women's tag team champs
Just
cover.
not
Kick out
it's not as
by
common
Bliss. You know,
because
Corey
uh,
Bailey mentioned
I mean,
that
people have to
Sasha
adopt the
made
technology.
changes last
Not
year.
everybody has 4K
Changes
yet,
for the
so
better, at
it's
least
just
for them.
more cost for
Again,
them to
you
run it.
can't argue with
If
the
not a lot of
results.
people are going to have it.
A lot of people got rubbed the wrong way by this different attitude from Bayley. Sasha Banks finally showing the world who she truly is. But
It's my favorite
at the end of the
wrestler.
day,
It
it's
depends
about
on what you're
results
asking.
and
If
wins,
you're
and that's
asking
exactly
my
what
favorite
Banks and
wrestler of
Bayley
all
did.
time, or are you
Week
asking
in,
my
week
favorite
after.
currently
And
wrestling
now
wrestler?
Sasha Banks, controlling
I have
Alexa
different
Bliss
answers
here.
for each one of those.
Bayley, of course, referring to her and
So
Sasha
let me know
as role
which
models,
category you're looking
leaders.
for.
Not many, though, agree with that assessment.
Thank you guys very much for being here, by the way.
Nice drop kick by Banks. Cover now on Bliss. Hook of the leg and a kick out by Alexa at 2.
Alexa Bliss still kicking out. She's
Role
catching a lot of
models and
damage.
Attitude, probably not.
They
If
want to
you
keep
wanna talk
Alexa
about
in here.
success and
They know she's
results,
probably the
there's
rustiest
no
out of all of
reason not
them.
to look up to Sasha Banks or Bayley.
It's a smart move.
Banks bounced to
Keep Alexa in.
look at Alexa trying to make it to the corner. Bayley.
Oh,
Sent right into Dana Brooke.
Alexa Bliss sends
Chaotic in a
sends
hurry
Bayley
inside the
spearing
ring.
into
Part
Dana
of the
Brooke on the
triple
apron and then
threat matchup as
sends
Lacey
Sasha
Evans
into
has
Lacey.
picked up the apron. Sasha as well, and now Nikki Cross.
Now Nikki
who can
Cross
become unhinged
on the
at
top
times.
turnbuckle,
Nikki launching her
crossbody,
taking it
destroying
all the way
everybody.
out.
Except Sasha.
Banks,
Sasha's still there.
who wants to take advantage as she
Oh my
drives
goodness.
Cross into the
Nikki
steps.
Cross into the
Chaotic
steel
triple threat
steps.
match on SmackDown.
Ouch. Ow. That looked like it actually hurt. That looked like it actually hurt. Bryan, thank you for the host, man. She's getting, let's say Alexa Bliss, she's taken some damage. I haven't seen her do anything too crazy, though. It's probably for the best. Thank you for the host, man. All right, let's see what we got going on over here. We got an advertisement. Yay, ad breaks, guys. Don't you love them? I must say though, this is a little bit more exciting way to start off a SmackDown than having just a straight up one-on-one match that lasts 3 minutes. Plus, there's more ability for them to build more storylines going forward, or not storylines, but rivalries between these people because of what happens in this match. You know, people who they would have had to write something for, they could just make it like, oh, you kicked me in the head last week, and now I don't like you. So that could be cool. Definitely a little better way of starting off a SmackDown. Oh yeah, we got that background music again. No ads. Ew. Don't hate. Did John Cena retire? No, he did not retire. He's got that like that Rock type contract where you just show up whenever you want to. You show up whenever and wherever you want to. Whenever WWE really needs you, which would be nice right about now. You were wondering what happened to me? What do you mean? What do you mean? Alright, make sure that that's running right. Yep, says it's running fine. Yeah, John Cena is just one of those guys. He's one of those superstars that if they come back they bring ratings, but if they're there for too long they get tired. Not physically tired, but they get tiring if he doesn't have much to do and he's got to like carry shows and they keep putting him in the main event because they don't have that star power. It gets old quick, so it's kind of a good spot for him right now. Plus he's working on his acting career and all that, so it'll be all right. Haven't seen me on Twitch. You gotta follow me. What's your name on Twitch? You gotta follow me on Twitter, man. Twitter is the best place to keep track of what's going on. I've been streaming on Mixer and YouTube for the past like 2.5 weeks. I haven't missed a day. I haven't missed a single day of streaming. So just make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's the best place. Twitter never messes up on the notifications. It always just works. All right, we're back to the match.
Partner Sasha Banks, and there's Brooke again. Tremendous athleticism by Dana Brooke. Nice snap suplex by Dana.
Back to it.
Now gonna do the same to the boss. Dana very
Brock Lesnar
impressive.
Going to UFC? I don't know. I don't know what his plans are.
Cover on back.
From what I hear, I think
Inside leg, and
he's
it's
done with
Alexa
UFC,
Bliss
but
breaking things up for her team.
we'll just have to see.
The ire of Lacey Evans just ran over the goddess. Now Nikki
It's a
Cross
unique
involved,
way
and
to
down
start
goes Evans.
SmackDown. Yes, it is.
Bayley, the
Nikki
SmackDown
Cross with the
Women's
neck breaker.
Champion. Fast and
Tossed to
furious
the outside
pace here on
by
SmackDown.
Bayley. And then Dana Brooke tosses Bayley out. Got to look out behind her.
Sasha tried
Kicks
to take
Sasha right in the
advantage.
stomach.
Bayley from
Oh,
behind again. Corey, the
good
T-bone.
teamwork.
Talking about
Wow.
running knee from
Bayley
Sasha
distracts the
Banks
ref,
a
and
kick out
Sasha
by
Banks
Bliss.
just cracks her in the head. Dana Brooke is
years oftentimes
hurt.
to develop this sort of chemistry that Banks and Bayley
Oh,
have.
okay. I try not to
inside and out of the ring.
I try not to
Double team.
assume people's Twitch names and stuff.
Put her away, and
You don't
Dana
have Twitter.
stays
Oh,
in the matchup.
yeah, man. It's the easiest way to keep up on things. It's a lot easier to make than a Twitch account. You should make one.
Fight out of Dana Brooke.
Doesn't cost anything.
Dana Brooke said that I won't put up with any bullying this year,
It's good to see you over here, though.
especially by these so-called role models of Bayley and Sasha Banks.
I'm also live on Mixer right now, and Mixer is I'm doing faster than light streaming on Mixer, which is basically like a second delay. So the way it is on YouTube and on Twitch, there's like a 6, 7, sometimes 15-second delay between what I'm doing and what you're hearing. So, but on Mixer,
Brooke showing hard here tonight.
yeah, it's because I'm multi-streaming at the same time, though. It's not gonna be as fast as yesterday because I was only streaming to one service yesterday.
Showing on the boss, Sasha Banks.
But it is faster than light still.
Banks and Bayley have done a great job of isolating Dana Brooke toward their own corner, allowing themselves to tag one another in and out at will.
Now Bayley up the tag and the double
Yeah, it
team
just has
again.
like these like
Taking
short
Brooke
little
down. It just
visual
could be a matter
glitches.
of time
It's not like
before the
anything
tag
too
team champions.
extreme is going on the
Bayley
screen
and
right now
Sasha
anyway.
Put Brooke away. Tremendous amount of punishment being applied here.
What am I thinking for the Rumble winners? I have no idea, dude. I really just hope it's nobody that we
Cheap shot to
expect.
Evans.
I want it to just be some returning superstars, something to add some fire and some spice to what's going on here, man. These superstars,
Sasha, though, now
they've shown that they lack to spark a show and make things exciting. Like, they're all good. Not saying they're bad or anything, but they've just shown that all these shows, they lack something. They lack that extra little oomph that an ultra star, somebody like a Cena in his prime, or The Rock, or Stone Cold, or any of that. Triple H, Vince McMahon, HBK. There's something lacking on basically every one of these superstars when it comes to superstar power, and they need somebody else. I hope it's nobody who's currently on the roster.
Sasha and Bayley tag made, not going to allow Dana to make it to the corner.
Haven't mixed their count. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm over there right now, man. Mixer's cool.
Exploding off the tag and taking out the Smackdown Women's Champ.
Sassy Southern Belle has been
But yeah, that's who I think should win the Rumble. Nobody currently on the roster. Or nobody currently wrestling on the roster. Maybe somebody who is on the roster, but that we don't see every day. Somebody who can actually carry the torch a little bit and make some good stuff happen on the mic and in the ring. Hope I had a happy New Year. I was right here. I was streaming the whole time. Yeah, it's been fun. Maybe Drew, yeah. Maybe Drew. That would be acceptable, because that's another person like what I'm talking about, where they're on the roster, but you don't see them as often. And he can hold the mic, and he can wrestle really well, so that'd be a good one. Drew McIntyre would be good. Besides him, I don't know, man. Hopefully not Seth, not Roman. Oh, Bayley to belly on Lacey. No, everyone's in there to break it up.
Cross involved as well.
They call those high-risk maneuvers. Lacey took just a half a second of hesitation.
Think Shayna Baszler will win.
More sure on the ropes. And
that could be cool, but I don't want her. I don't want her anywhere but NXT right now.
Partner Bliss, or Blissy is cross calls.
I mean, it would help these rosters.
You heard that echo through the FedEx
Man,
Forum.
that might be a good idea.
Double team by Bayley and Banks.
I could see that. What is this? Oh, nice. Bayley and Sasha working really well together in this match. I like the chemistry. Yeah, Drew would be good. I don't know about no Cain Velasquez though, man. That might be another Brock type of situation where we never see him. I want someone to win who could go on to win the title. I don't just want it to be a moment. I don't see Cain going to win the title, and if he does, I hope he's good on the mic, and I hope he's going to stick around, because we'll be right back in that same situation. Beautiful senton. Actually, not beautiful. Wow, Dana wins. Dana and Lacey get the win. Wow. And they let Dana get the final move. It was not the best senton I've ever seen. She did a front flip senton. She landed with her shoulders on the mat and then just put like her backside on Sasha on the way down. So I mean, Kane would be cool for a second, and yeah, it would get them some notoriety. But what I'm talking about and why I'm saying this the way I'm saying it is because I honestly just believe that these shows are one like really great superstar from being good shows instead of just okay shows. They need somebody who's going to bring a spark to it, man. And currently, I don't really see that on the roster. I see a lot of good wrestlers who could do something good if they gave them a good storyline or something, but I need somebody who's just going to be great. Yo, Trum44, thank you for following. Trum, the newest member of Team Gritty, bringing the Stompin' Tacos. Thank you so much, man. Oh, replay of last Friday.
Plus, I heard someone found a roach in one of these anyway. You don't want to be anywhere near this.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Listen, what would Otis know about a woman like you?
It's a replay of last week where Dolph Ziggler stomped on Otis's cake. Oh, that's just so mean. Oh, Otis is backstage working out.
Happy New Year.
Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
So, did your mama make anything special for the holiday?
Why don't you ask Dolph Ziggler?
Oh.
You saw that?
I didn't. But my mama did.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Mama Otis.
Hold on, you got a match. Focus up. Let's go.
Aw. No, Otis, no. Mama Otis. What time is it? I don't know. It's Smackdown time.
There ain't no such thing as a banker in the FA Cup. What that means, I mean, you think you could imagine you've got
Let's see.
lower league football, like football.
You don't have a clock on what you're watching on? What are you doing? What's going on, man? Feel the troll is strong with you. That sucks, dude. That really sucks. When you hurt Turkey's feeling, you are made to... Oh, Tucky. You are meant to pay, yes. I thought you were saying turkeys. He does sound kind of like Farley. Dana and Lacey are a team. I think so. I think so. I guess it works. They definitely, if they're gonna keep these women's tag team titles, it would probably be best for them to make some teams. So I guess it's a good idea. You hurt Mama Otis. You hurt me. Just calm down and chill. Why you asking me what time it is? All right, that's it. We're just gonna have to see you later. You're just being weird, man. I'm gonna time you out again. All right. There you go. We're gonna time you out again. When you come back, please just talk about wrestling. Don't be asking us what time it is and all this. What are you talking about? You're watching me on the internet. You literally have a clock on whatever you're watching me on. You think Sasha got injured? I don't think so. I hope not. I've seen Sasha take harder bumps than that by her own self. Yeah, I timed him out twice. It's gonna continue to escalate until just the calmness comes over him. Becky needs to be with Dana. Why does to learn how to wrestle better? Yeah. The force is strong within you, Gritty. I hope so. I need the force. I need it. So far, it's a pretty good SmackDown. Some of these angles are a little here or there, but it's not bad. Oh, we need our commercial music. No, it didn't. Her shoulders hit first. She just rolled over. A lot of her weight hit her, but it wasn't all of her weight. She'll be alright, unless she's trying to get another vacation. Unless she's trying to take some more time off. She'll be fine. I've seen her do much worse to herself. Remember when she jumped out of the ring and landed on her head? She's a tough lady, man. She's tough. What are my thoughts on... That's not even happening. That's not even happening. Asking me my thoughts on something that's not going on. I don't know what you're talking about. You're either talking about some tabloid stuff or you're talking about some like rumors or something. I don't know what you mean, and then I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is what's happening on the screen, guys. Anything else you're reading outside of here, probably just leave it outside of here, because rumors, spoilers, dirt sheets, fan fictions, weird stuff like that, I'm just not interested in. It just takes away from your ability to actually care about what's happening on the screen the more you're paying attention to other weird stuff that doesn't even affect the show. Yeah. We don't and we're not here to talk sexual about women either. I understand these women are very pretty, yes, but we don't need to talk about them like that. They can definitely we could do without that. So please just keep that sort of talk out of here. Because all you're going to do is just make other people uncomfortable.
And you also became the father to 2 beautiful children.
Backstage with
Not
Kofi
to mention
Kingston
the
and
fact
The Miz.
that you, my friend, hold the record for the most titles held in the 2010s. You had a good decade, man.
Really?
Whoa, hold up. You see, you're actually tied with my friend, my brother, my man, my neighbor, Kofi Kingston.
Man, he's trying to make him feel better. We didn't have to mention that. But being that you did, man, it's all good. It's all good. Let me congratulate you on holding that award, okay? And to the next decade, let's win even more titles, baby.
Got so far. They showed Daniel Bryan getting ready backstage. Miz talked to him for a second. Mandy went to see Otis. Otis said that his mom saw the cake get stomped.
Of my home,
we had a triple threat women's tag team match where Lacey and Dana Brooke won. There you go.
You want to celebrate the new year? You want to start it off right? I want to start it off with a fight.
Whoa. Hold on, E. It's obvious that the Fiend has got our boy's mind all scrambled up.
Would I eat a pancake from the New Day? Yeah, as long as it didn't touch them.
Well, I got you, dog.
Or the floor.
Challenge accepted.
Happy New Year.
As long as it didn't come out of like their pants and they didn't throw it to me or do any weird like stuff to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
Elias, nice. Then yeah, I'd eat a pancake from Kofi.
Memphis, Tennessee, do
Or
you
Big E.
feel alive tonight? Well, let's see what you got.
Uh-oh. Elias.
New year, new me.
Where's this chair at?
I have so many hopes.
Yeah, his
for
jacket's epic.
2020. I hope Sami Zayn gets punched in the jaw. And if Shane McMahon returns, please send his ass to Raw. Revival needs to change. Oh, that's a fact. They're harder to watch right now than Dolph Ziggler's comedy act.
Oh.
And if Baron Corbin went missing, I wouldn't complain. That guy's like an STD, he just won't go away. This guy knows. But not all hope is lost. And you will see at Royal Rumble when everybody walks with me.
Nice.
You gotta love Elias. How great
That
was
was
he
nice.
on Fox's New Year's Eve with Steve Harvey?
I think Elias was pointing at you just now. I just wanted to clarify.
You know, he did
Am I ready?
mention the
Am I ready to mute this? Yes. Every time I hear "Are you ready?" I just remember that email that I got from YouTube that said that my video was blocked worldwide because of that song "Are You Ready" being in the background of one of my videos.
heavy machinery. This is one way to deck the hall.
No,
This
we're
was
not doing that.
humiliating.
We're not
The
doing it.
Revival, Scott
I'm glad Elias
Dawson,
is back
Dax
too.
Wilder are tag
I'm glad he's
team
back.
wrestling experts.
I want to see
There's
what they
no
have for him
business
though. You
in
know.
a Miracle on 34th Street.
Seems
fight.
like they're
There's
kind of.
Legos, for goodness sake. You ever stepped on a Lego, Cole? That'll put
Just
you
kind
out of
of
commission.
floating around right now. You know. He's drifting. He's drifting around. Remember he came back and he had that thing with
yeah, over the whole Christmas
holiday.
holiday.
What's his name?
My back was all torn up. And you know why?
Drake
you know why? 'Cause I
Maverick?
got slammed into a 15-foot tall
And Dana
Christmas
Brooke,
tree.
and then
Dash, tell me,
he's just all over the
what
place.
kind of dumb
The Revival
is a
backstage.
Miracle on 34th Street fight anyway? I don't know. We're out there night after night, risking life and limb, and for what?
For what? So they can make us into a couple of bad jokes?
Yeah, speaking of bad jokes, SmackDown better make some heavy New Year's resolution. At the top of the New Year's resolution, they should put some respect on the Revival's
Respect.
name. Dash, we worked way too hard for this damn
Legos
company
in
to
the back.
be made a couple of clowns.
That's not even mentioning the fact that we have to worry about Elias, the moron Elias, making fun of us.
Like you can sing. Yeah, thank you.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's
Look, but I overheard
Gable.
you, and you shouldn't be letting what Elias says bother you. You shouldn't be letting what anyone says bother you. Look, I stopped listening to the noise a while ago. I embraced who I am. It's the best decision I ever made.
I became Chagable. Beat him up.
You know, I guess I never really thought of it that way before, and I didn't realize that you'd quit your job as the New Year's baby to get a motivational speaking job. Way to go, buddy. Yeah. Did mommy and daddy let you stay up real
SmackDown's not on the
late?
WWE Network. It's on
Watch
Fox.
the ball drop? Did they?
Well, it is, but you can't see it live on the network. They put it on the network like months later.
A year ago, maybe.
You have to watch it on
But I got
Fox.
a new motto, boys. It's rise over size. And I learned
Rise over
that when
size.
you're comfortable in your own skin, you can do anything.
Anything? You can do anything? Anything? Anything. You can do anything.
That's cute.
Except
anything.
Beat one of us in
Oh.
a match.
Oh, are you sure about that, Dash?
Oh yeah, I'm sure about that.
I mean, because I know we've had a bunch of tag team matches, but why don't you and I go one-on-one tonight? We can find out.
Yeah, that should be a good match.
Okay, you know what? You're on.
Love it.
Shoulder. See out there. Sport.
Take
Take it easy,
him a
kid.
little-
See, little guy.
Little
Sport.
further down here.
See, champ.
That's great. Nice.
Well,
So
that
we're gonna
makes
get
the
Chad
meeting
Gable
took place
versus
earlier
Dash.
today, and Shorty G and
Boom, boom, boom. Nice, but you know Scott Dawson is gonna be out here with him, so I'm just gonna leave him right there. I'm leaving him right next to him. La 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 la. I like that he's not wearing that weird the top that makes him look like a male cheerleader. Not that there's anything wrong with male cheerleaders. They're just save that for Dolph Ziggler and his crew when they get back together. During their New Day Wars, I think I have. I don't think I've seen Revival in singles match. Man, I don't recall seeing one. I really don't. Too many abs. No such thing. Oh yeah, it's commercial time. Let's pump up the jams. Pump it up. Hope you guys are having a good evening. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you leave a like on the YouTube video, guys. Leave a thumbs up. And if you are on Mixer, throw some bits in the chat. Oh, not bits, some sparks. Throw some sparks in the chat. I'm used to calling them bits. Throw some sparks in the chat, guys. Get hype up in here. It is the new year, the first SmackDown of 2020. Or 2020. Not as many as Tony Nese. He's got like 10 abs. He's got an 8-pack. Yeah, he definitely has some, he's got some abnormal abs. I saw you the first time. Like I said, if you say it once, that's enough. I see it. I'm just not responding to you because you're doing exactly what I keep telling you not to do. You're taking my time and attention away from people who are doing the right thing. So I just need you to chill, alright? Just chill. Talk about SmackDown. Talk about wrestling. Stop saying you're sorry. Stop telling people your real name. Stop doing all that stuff. Just chill. Just because it's a new decade, why not? You got a 10-pack, yes. That's what I'm gonna have. That's my resolution. It's actually not. It's not my resolution. I have enough abs. And they don't really do much for me right now anyway. They just help me laugh harder, I guess. I guess that's a good thing about it. Yo! Bryan with the sparks. Oh, yeah. Love the weird glitchiness, and then it like goes away after a second. It's like, what's going on? Bryan, thank you very much for the 2020. The 2020. Look at all this weird glitchiness. Welcome, welcome. You don't even have resolution. Yeah, they don't. We don't have resolution on Mixer yet. It'll clear up after a second. You just gotta give it a second. Kavinda, what is up? Welcome to the stream, dude. We're at the commercial break on Smackdown. Yeah, I don't really do the resolution stuff too much because, honestly, what does the calendar have to do with you? Does the calendar rule you? Like, you should just make a change whenever you can, if you need to. Just be a better you whenever you can. Na 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 na. Gable sounds like Kurt. He does. He should have been the son, you know? He should have been the son. I liked what they did with Jason Jordan, but Chad Gable should have been the son. Jason Jordan was awesome by himself. Would have been a really good gimmick for Gable, and he could have kept it going for a long time.
Today, back in the locker room area, it appears that Dash Wilder's partner, Scott Dawson, the other half of the Revival, going to be joining us on commentary tonight as this matchup gets underway. Scott, welcome to the broadcast position.
Chad Gable versus
We're out here tonight watching
Dash Wilder. Who do you guys think is going to win this?
Wide and all man, Dash Wilder.
And here's Shorty G up over the top, lands on his feet. Shorty G looking to knock Wilder off in this one-on-one matchup.
Why wait till New Year's?
Oh! Nice takedown by Shorty G.
Not by calendar, especially because calendars, if you actually study what the calendar we use is, it's just the wackiest thing.
Seems rather hypocritical.
It's so wacky.
With what you were saying earlier
like,
today,
none of the months match up. We have leap years to, like, make up for the fact that our calendar is all off kilter. We have months that are named after
he deserves it.
Roman
he's short. That's funny. You get it.
emperors
We can't help it.
that they named after themselves just to, like, one-up each other. That's why we have August.
Perhaps here's the cover by Wilder, hook of the leg.
That's why we have July. July is a month called Julius, and August was named after Augustus.
Triple Crown Tag Team Champion.
Those months didn't even used to exist.
So you can make fun of us
Weirdo for life. What's up, man?
Understand the facts that we are
Weirdo Al for life. Welcome to Team Gritty. Thank you for clicking follow, man. Wow, getting some new people up in here. I hope you're having a great day, dude.
In this one-on-one matchup.
I give you a taco.
If we got the opportunities that New Day did, all
Weirdo
the opportunities,
Al
how many time champions do you think we'd be?
Well, how many opportunities have you had to take the gold away from New Day recently?
All right,
when is WrestleMania? April, I think. I think it's April, right?
Shorty G,
I think WrestleMania is in April.
Shorty G, thanks, Scott.
I don't want to have to tell you how to do your job.
Oh! Kick right to the midsection by
like
Shorty.
It's like having quality control out here at the desk. The top guy doing commentary. I apologize for Cole's journalism.
Oh my goodness.
Take it out on you.
Dump to the outside. Chad Gable over the top.
G fired up here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown.
Puts Dash back in the ring.
So, I mean, you don't have anything to apologize for.
Gable up top.
Top rope. There's a
crossbody. Rolls through, though. Dash rolls through, gets the tights. No. Not a 3.
And
Brian
Wilder
Garrett?
yet again.
No.
Uh-oh.
Gable's out of there looking for the ankle lock. Oh,
nice. Into the
Dash
second
versus it.
Roll
Puts
up,
the head.
down again, the kick
Going
out
for the
by
tights
very
again.
Inspirational Shorty G. That's right, Scott. Many people believe Shorty G is very inspirational.
Please
better
tell me
than
how
the Mayan
he's inspirational,
calendar.
because he's small in stature. That's why he's inspirational.
Maybe they knew they weren't gonna be around for that long.
Kick out it too.
Maybe they just were like, hey, you know, that'll be way after we're gone anyway.
Shorty G
Let's
was
just
in the
have it
Olympics
end in
2012,
2012.
representing the United States. He went to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament.
Amateur punt stuff.
And roll through now. Cover. Oh, and actually he's going to go for the ankle.
They had a lot more accurate calendar than what we're using. Oh, he's tapping. Wow, he tapped him out. Uh-oh. Got Dawson from behind. Oh, chop block from behind. Oh, no. Ace, what's up, dude?
Well, this is perfectly okay. Shorty G should have expected this. The match was over.
April 5th is WrestleMania. Thank you.
The bottom line is this, and there's the shadow
Oh, my
machine.
goodness. Shatter machine to Gable. Ace with the 2020. Thank you very much, Ace, for bringing the spark, bringing the hype.
Out of somebody?
Wilder just lost
They just told you. I just told you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Dude, this is when he shows up. Sheamus. Sheamus, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. Stella! Dude, Sheamus is back. Oh, he's wearing the cross. Dude. It's like I'm looking in a time machine. Sheamus. Do I have Sheamus? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Kaboom. Look, he comes through it. Everybody goes running. Everybody scatters. Oh my goodness. And he bro kicks the head off of Chad Gable. Chad Gable just got eliminated with the bro kick to the face.
No shortage of respect from the WWE
Wow.
locker room.
That was destruction.
Sheamus has talked a
Destructive,
lot in recent weeks about the quote
destructive bro
men
kick. Just folded
who are
him in
now
half.
running Friday Night Smackdown. Sheamus wants
Wow,
to lead
that's done.
Kane by example.
Goodness gracious, dude. You see what he did? He folded him in half with the bro kick. That was just brilliantly sold right there. Goodness gracious.
Took Shorty G's
That
head
might be
clean
the
off his
best bro
shoulders.
kick I've seen.
What tremendous physical condition. Sheamus is in even better
Goodness
shape than last time we
gracious.
saw.
That was devastation.
Now possesses Corey. It is going to be.
Oh my goodness. Well, that definitely hurt. He's whiter than ever too. Well, see you later, Gable. He probably got a little shorter off of that. And commercial break. Wow. Hey, I'm glad Sheamus is finally here. That could help. That's one of those pickups that I was kind of talking about. Sheamus still isn't that next level superstar that I'm talking about, who's just incredible on the mic and incredible in the ring, but he's decent at both. So that's a level up. That's a level up for SmackDown. What are they gonna do with him? That's a good question. I don't know. It looks like he's just gonna be cleaning shop. Like he's just gonna be taking people out, which I'm fine with. I'm definitely fine with that for a little while. It could get very tiring if this is his spot and he just does this every week. He just comes out and kicks somebody in the head and then walks out. So let's hope it's not gonna be one of those like what they did with the Viking Raiders for all that time, where he just gets a match versus a local talent and then kicks him in the head and the match is over and just walks to the back. And they do that for 2 months straight. My goodness. Fiend versus Sheamus. I wouldn't jump him that quick, man. That's the problem that they have with this Universal title now. They put it on the Fiend way too quick, and now nobody can get it. Now it's just it's a tool they could have used to help out some other superstars, and it's a tool they could have used to tell some better stories. But now it's just a prop that is hanging on a guy who was going to be entertaining no matter what. Could have been utilized so much better, and that's another thing that they should not do with Sheamus. Sheamus can be a great other thing to pay attention to on SmackDown. If they put him directly on the Fiend, now there's still nothing to pay attention to on SmackDown. But if they keep them apart and they slowly come together over the year, meanwhile they're building up other people with the Fiend, they're building up other people with Sheamus, then it can benefit the whole show. If you just immediately put your two best and brightest toys together, you're just wasting them. You're wasting their ability to bring other people up and make the rest of your show fun to watch. Because they'll get one little segment per night, and that'll be it. And then you'll still have an hour and 55 minutes to fill up with the rest of these people. So yeah, not yet, man. Give it some time to marinate before we go jumping. How much money is the tickets for WrestleMania? I don't know. You'd have to go to Ticketmaster. I've seen WrestleMania tickets be like thousands of dollars, and I've seen WrestleMania tickets be $100. Just depends on where you want to sit, but you're gonna have to go to Ticketmaster for that. I do not have the prices because I'm definitely not going unless somebody donates me like thousands of dollars, I won't be going. Yeah, I want him to be a destroyer. It's just I don't want him for that to be his only thing, because that would not be the best. Not be the best. But at least for a little while he can just be kicking people's heads off. But hopefully there's something to it, something more than just him kicking people in the head. Because that's the problem with a lot of what's going on in wrestling right now. It's just match after match after match, and then storylines that are not that great, or they don't carry over week to week. They need something to have some bite to it.
Champs and Fields.
Oh, here we go. Kofi versus The Miz.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Tis a new day. Hey, man, ain't you Kofi Kingston? Ain't you supposed to be Jamaican? Nah, he was Jamaican. Don't want to see him go against Chad? Why not? Chad Gable's a good wrestler. They could probably put on a pretty okay match. It's a new day. Yes, it is. You guys are rough, man. You guys are mean. You're mean to them. I really hope that something's going to happen with the New Day. It's such a stagnant act to me now. He was Jamaican. Mania ticket was $300 or $400. Jeez, yeah. You'll have to go to Ticketmaster and find out for yourself, because I really don't have those prices, and they fluctuate all the time.
WWE champion in his own right. These are two
and The Miz.
Superstars.
Awesome! I came to play.
Oh yeah, he came to play, guys. Gonna come skipping out here? I thought he was supposed to be all like mad about the Fiend right now. That's so cool how they have the pyro coming down for him. These nice sparks. Now would be a really good time to get tickets for Mania if you want to go, because the closer you get to the event, the less choice you have about where you can sit and all that. Plus, looking into it now, you can kind of like budget it out and stuff, because you got to worry about travel, where you're gonna stay, all that stuff. So now's a good time. If you're really serious about going, you should look into it. Look it up. All right, who do you think is gonna win this, guys? Do you think they're gonna give the win to The Miz, or do you think maybe the Fiend might get involved?
And Miz said not in the mood.
All right,
this
here
is
we go.
not about titles. This is about the fact that the Fiend violated the sanctity of the Miz's home.
Locking up in the center of the ring.
He would love to get his
Kofi
hands on
versus The
Bray
Miz.
Wyatt. However, Daniel
I think
Bryan has the next
they could
statement
give it to
Wyatt
The Miz
at the
here.
Royal Rumble event.
This is just a case of misplaced frustration on the Miz's party. Took it out on Kofi Kingston.
Supposed to be all mad, Supposed to be all powered up because the Fiend made him mad.
Day when you're not in a good place mentally, the last thing you want is somebody
SeatGeek,
trying
yeah,
to
I've heard
cheer
of
you
that.
up all the time.
I've never used it, so I can't really
very, very annoying at times.
And
recommend
Corey,
it.
one of
I've
the
used
things that's
Ticketmaster.
interesting about this is when you talk to people in the locker room and people that know the Miz, he over the past number of years has been
Takedown
one of
by
the
Kofi.
coolest
Hops over.
competitors, when it comes to
Leapfrog.
handling pressure situations.
Monkey flip.
He's
Wow.
really matured
Kofi with the monkey
in that
flip.
situation. But to your point earlier,
He
he's
sent Miz
begun
flying.
to unravel before our eyes over the past couple of weeks.
It's for a very good reason.
The Miz going to be in a tag team match? No, it's just Kofi versus The Miz.
What a monkey
It's a one-on-one match.
by Kofi Kingston. The incredible height on that. Uh-oh.
Miz was telling
I don't
me
want to
that-
go all the way down to
now
Florida.
Up by Miz, shoulders down. Kingston able to roll
Yeah,
through,
don't
shoulders
blame
down
you, man.
again, and a kick out by Miz. And Miz into the
I
side
do not
headlock.
blame you.
Miz was saying that he hasn't even been able to concentrate on all the press and publicity
Miz.
that's going to go into the season
Shoulder
2
lean.
premiere of Miz and Mrs. at the end of the month. He's been so focused on the situation with Wyatt and company. And Kofi with that nice
Made the Miz
elbow,
return to his
delivering
evil
Miz.
form. Good. I like the Miz a lot better as a heel.
Kingston's into the outside. Great balance.
He's so fun as a heel.
Miz is going to give chase.
And Kingston quickly back into the ring. And here comes Kofi Kingston. And Miz,
Kofi fakes him out.
Hightailing it out of harm's way.
It's almost like Kofi's just toying with Miz right now. And
Yeah, Kofi is just toying with the Miz. He knows he's.
This goes to show you the state of affairs.
He knows he's
inside
not
Miz's
all
mind.
Focused right now. He knows he's really mad, so Kofi's just kind of toying around with the Miz.
His family's been through over the past couple of months. The frustration over the fact that Miz could have won the triple threat last week, which would have given him the chance to face the Fiend Bray Wyatt at the Royal Rumble event. But he
Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. If you have not already left a thumbs up, please leave a thumbs up on the video, guys. On the YouTube video. It's very, very helpful. It helps people find the channel. It helps my stream actually go up the rankings of people who are streaming, people who are uploading videos. So please leave a thumbs up if you guys have not already done that. It's very, very appreciated.
Trouble in Paradise, I mentioned before.
Miz into the corner.
Miz sent to the corner. No. Kofi flashing, but nobody there.
Kicks to the midsection, the rib cage.
Delivering some kicks right across the chest.
Well, how does Miz channel these emotions, channel this energy? Oh, can he use it
Miz with a leaping knee.
Will it negatively affect him?
It's Kofi with another one.
By Miz.
Going for a third. No, Kofi with that upside down kick.
Kofi headed to the top. Does not bode well for Miz.
Down goes
double axe handle.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi getting fired up.
Celebrating his 1,031 day as a tag team champion in WWE. A historic mark.
Boom drop.
There's the boom drop by Kingston. And Kofi's got Miz right where he wants him.
Looks like Trouble in Paradise is coming.
Wait for Trouble in Paradise
nope.
again.
Miz turning the beat around.
Neck breaker.
Cracks the back. Kofi gets out of it. SOS. Nothing there.
Looking for the skull crushing finale.
Finale.
Shoulders down on Miz.
Rolls him up.
Got it.
Wow. Kofi snatches the win. Wow. That was a very easy win. Yeah, Miz is just not Oh, wait a minute. Miz attacks him after the match is over. Oh man, yep. He has ignited that heelish nature within the Miz. This is supposed to be just a fun match here. Miz attacks Kofi from behind.
The Miz is
wow. So Biggie gets involved and now Miz is like, I'm out. I gotta go. Wow.
Miz lost his cool yet again.
Kofi wins, but Miz attacks him after the bell. Just that easy, man. That easy. Fickle. Just like Daniel Bryan said, the crowd is very fickle. How dare you?
I'm giving you everything! Everything! Everything!
Wow. That quick, crowd turned on him.
Well, the events of last week
the
clearly
Fiend factor,
had a lingering effect on the
Fiend
Miz.
Factor.
Speaking of those events, please welcome my guest, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan
and
backstage.
his tag team partner for this evening, the big dog, Roman Reigns. Well, Daniel, last week you earned the opportunity to face the Fiend Bray Wyatt for his Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. What do you feel like will be your biggest challenge ahead of that match?
Well, you see what's happening to The Miz. He's mentally breaking. But that's what happens when people face The Fiend. That happened to Seth Rollins. It happened to Finn Balor. In fact, the only person who hasn't faced The Fiend, or who has faced The Fiend and not mentally broken, is me. Because good old DB is unbreakable.
Really?
And I am going to prove it by walking out of the Royal Rumble as the Universal Champion.
So you're walking out of the Rumble as the champion.
Huh.
And that means you're going to walk into WrestleMania as the Universal Champion.
Yep.
Perfect. Because I'm entering the Royal Rumble, which means I am going to win that match. Which means at WrestleMania, the main event is Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. Understand, man. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time, and no one took that Universal Championship away from me. You better be ready.
Trying to fire me up? Is that what you're trying to do? Because you know I'm ready any place, any time, and I'd be double ready at WrestleMania. But I want you to make sure that you're ready for our tag match tonight.
Sounds like the only ones that aren't ready. Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler.
And they walk separate ways. Shouldn't they be getting ready together?
Later on tonight, Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan on the same team.
All right, here come Heavy Machinery. Otis and Tucker. Where is my Tuck? Oh, okay, there it is. I keep misplacing my Tucker. That sounds weird, but hey, you know what I mean. There we go. Otis and Tucker. All right, Daniel Bryan, you got to go. Who are they going to fight? I feel like we've already seen everybody. That match got some cheers. Yeah, I mean, they have kept Roman out of the main event. Well, not the main event scene, but they've kept him out of the title race for a long time now, and I think it's worked. I just don't want them to go too ham. You know, speaking of Otis, I don't want them to go too ham with the whole Roman Reigns thing again, because that's why people started booing him last time. It's not because he's not a good wrestler. You know, it's because you could see the wheels of the WWE turning to try to make him this next John Cena, and it's just like, come on, man. So people rebelled, and I just don't want them to push too hard with him, because that's what got him booed in the first place. You just re-downloaded WWE Champions. I love the Otis storyline. Me too. Me too, man. I love everything they're doing with Otis right now. He's actually got some storyline. He's actually he's looking like a powerhouse in that ring, and getting cheers from the crowd. It's just, everything's working very well right now with him. When is do you guys know when Lars Sullivan is coming back? You don't have to tell me, but is he like healed up? I know he got injured. Is he healing or what? Is he ever coming back? I don't want to know like the exact date or anything, but is it anytime soon? Is he healed up from his injury? Is everything okay with him? Haven't heard from or about that guy in so long. And I liked his wrestling, man. I liked his just smash everybody type of wrestling. And they advertised him for weeks and weeks before he showed up on the main roster. Give me Heavy Machinery versus Roman and Daniel Bryan next week. Man, I mean, it could be an okay match. I highly doubt they'll let Roman and Daniel Bryan lose to Heavy Machinery. When Roman said he was going to be in the Rumble, he got some cheers. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I just don't want him to win it. I don't want him to win it. I don't want any of these people to win it. Just give it to Drew, man. Give it to Drew McIntyre, or maybe that's why they're saving Morrison, because they announced that they signed Morrison, and then he still hasn't shown up. So maybe that's going to be what's going to happen there. He could be a spark, though. He could be that spark that I'm talking about. They could make him appear. Oh, he's still in rehab? He's healing? Okay. That would be another, because Braun, I don't know what they're doing with Braun either, but it would be nice to have a big, devastating guy out there doing some destruction. The devastatingly destructive. Nikki Bella engaged her dancing with the star partner. I guess, man. She, from watching, I mean, I don't know her or anything, but from watching her over the years and just seeing the way she acts outside of WWE on, even though Total Bellas and Total Divas, you could tell that they set certain things up, but I really feel like she's just hungry for love. She's one of those people who just wants to be important and wants somebody to love. So I just hope she's happy. I don't care. I don't care about all that stuff. What about that is anything I need to know, Lewis? None of that has to do with wrestling. I don't care about stuff like that. And all that stuff, that's literally like stuff that happens to all these WWE stars. Eventually they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend that's gonna tell somebody something or reveal something about them. And none of that stuff matters to me. I'm here to watch wrestling. I don't care what they do outside of that. Unless they do charity or, cool stuff. I don't want to hear about stuff like that. Stuff's horribly overrated and does not affect wrestling in the slightest.
Not been the same.
It showed the Miz turn again, and now we're backstage with the Miz. I asked about his return. I didn't ask about... Oh, wait a minute.
John Morrison.
John Morrison.
I was
Speaking
actually
of Morrison,
hoping to get
he
a
just
word
came
with
out of the Miz's locker room.
Doesn't have anything left to say tonight.
Indeed, that
John Morrison.
is John Morrison, who's hanging out with the Miz.
What?
We've heard rumblings that Morrison was headed back to WWE. I hope for Miz's sake, Morrison stays here on SmackDown, because the way that Miz's head is right now...
I hope he does not stay on SmackDown. They already have enough superstars over here. Raw needs them way more. If you can go anywhere, I'd say go to Raw. So who are they going to face? Drew Gulak. What? Yeah. No, I'm saying... What I'm saying is none of that has to do with his return. So I don't know why you're bringing it up. None of that has to do with his return. What he's done outside the WWE has nothing to do with his
WWE's
return.
foremost expert on the grappling arts. And Otis, I am also an expert on matters of the heart. Unfortunately, I hate to tell you, but Mandy Rose, there is no way Mandy Rose is ever going to date you.
I appreciate your info, but...
No. You see, Mandy Rose wants a man with a
that
physique.
stuff has nothing to do with
a man
his return.
with a mind.
I'm asking
Someone
about
like,
an injury
Dolph
update,
Ziggler
not asking
or
about
myself. And
some tape
Otis,
he
well,
made
look
some
at
other
you.
year.
You look like you're leaking butter.
Leaking butter.
And I know you're not too bright, so
What
I've
the
done
heck?
something very special for everyone in attendance. And Otis, I prepared for you a
I still got him.
372
Still got him with the title.
slide PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, these are my favorite.
So please turn your attention to the Titantron for
I
slide
was
number
just
one.
talking about John
Reasons
Morrison
why
as
Mandy
well.
Rose would never date Otis. You look great there, buddy. Look at you. Man, you look kind
Why
of
do
like
I have a
Tucker
feeling
in
this
this
is not going to be a match?
Hey, Drew. Hey, buddy. I don't think that you should make Otis any more upset than he is here tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Otis can certainly
Not
be
as smart.
volatile.
Oh, wait. So it's just
And now
Otis. Oh, it is a match.
Let's
Otis
be
versus
honest,
Drew
Gulak
Gulak.
made some very valid points. Dolph Ziggler,
Like,
Drew
yeah.
Gulak.
Like, yeah,
lots
you
of
gotta go.
eligible bachelors around the locker room.
Oh, come on, Corey. There has
I
been
thought he
many.
said we have a match.
Wow, what a throw by Otis.
I
There's
said
been
we
lot
have
of,
a match.
Beauty and the Beast situations in the past, as you see Sonya and Mandy Rose looking on. And let's not forget, it was Dolph Ziggler that caused all the issues last week.
I'll take it. I'll
Destroyed
take it.
fruitcake.
John Morrison is good to boost the
Gulak,
ratings. I don't care
They're
about
gonna
ratings.
roll
I
up
just
Otis,
want
but
a
that's
good
just the
show,
flat
you know?
Power of Otis.
Who cares how many
Heavy
people watch?
machinery
If the amount of people who watch something was
suplex.
indicative of how
Very
good it is,
strong.
like New Japan would probably be getting the worst. They'd be the worst thing on the planet, but they're not. You know, they're delivering great wrestling. Or Ring of Honor, you know. I don't care about the ratings, but I want him to be part of like a cool storyline that makes the product better. It makes it funner for us to watch. The real fans. I don't care what the casual fans are doing. Those casual fans come and go.
Dolph Ziggler, you heard Mandy Rose say he should apologize to Otis. Perhaps he should. Did Ziggler say he was going to?
Commentary is scripted. It is.
We need a little more
It really is.
context for the conversation.
But it's been that way.
No context needed there. That was
No chance, Otis. You
Uh-oh, Drew Gulak walking a
Drew just trying to
walking a
humiliate
fine line
Otis.
right here.
It's just making Otis
Making
mad.
Otis
Again,
mad.
Why would you want to make this guy angry? Imagine seeing him on Beale Street tonight with the shirt off.
Oh, I bet money it's going to happen.
Oh,
Go.
King's Bar and Grill.
Wow.
And look at
Drew Gulak
Otis,
landed kind of
the
weird there.
power now to
Okay.
Drew
Landed
Gulak.
all right that time.
And Otis splash in the corner.
I don't know, actually. You're on the internet. Just look it up.
Gulak goes
Look it
down.
up. Go to WWE.com and look it up. Go to their page, type in SummerSlam and look for it. Or go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia will tell you. Elbow drop.
Presentation for that. Oh no. Oh no, Gulak.
What is
you
Tucker?
move out of the way. 330
Oh
pounds,
no, Otis.
Second rope. Oh,
Wow, Vader bomb.
Otis
That's done. That's done. Easy win. You don't want to make Otis mad, dude. I mean, Otis probably would have won that anyway. With how much they're, giving him some push, but a mad Otis, man, you don't want that. Yo, first aid, one hit. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the sparks. Thank you very much. Otis with the win off the Vader bomb. Is that going to be his new finisher? Or has that been his finisher? I don't think I've seen him in singles action, so maybe that's just been his finisher.
Trying to figure out what the odds are if Otis actually is going to do that on Beale Street tonight.
Braun Strowman backstage. Otis picks up the win against Drew Gulak. Braun Strowman just taking a little walk backstage. And then they go to commercial. So Braun Strowman's up next. Wonder what he's going to have to do. Hopefully he's going to be talking to Shinsuke about getting this belt off of him. I'd love to see Braun actually get a singles title, like a real singles title. He's got a singles title, but it's that greatest Royal Rumble thing. I don't know if that's his first singles match. That's the first time I've ever seen him in a singles match that I remember, at least. JBL is a bully. That's why they got rid of him. They didn't get rid of him though. He was just on like a pre-show like a month ago. Wasn't he on the pre-show for like Hell in a Cell or Survivor Series? He was just on a pre-show. Didn't get rid of him. He's just not on SmackDown. Look at how many SmackDown announcers they've went through though. There's no more. What's his name? Byron Saxton. There's no more Tom Phillips. They switched Michael Cole over from Raw. There's no more Aiden English. Aiden English is like just on 205 Live, I guess. Like they switch out announcers all the time. JBL is just one of those guys from the old school. Back when people had a little bit more backbone and could take it. Now people are a little less able to take that sort of comedy or that sort of ribbing each other, that sort of talk amongst two people. People just can't take it as much. And especially when you have somebody who admittedly has mental issues, it's gonna cause problems. So I don't think they got rid of him because he's a bully. I think that the place they put him in, they didn't really think it out. They didn't really think about the way it was gonna affect people involved. Yay, I'm up next. Yes, you're up next. Yeah, he was a real heel commentator, and that's just somewhat of a thing of the past. They don't really have that very much right now. I don't like him, never did. Yeah, I mean, he's not for everybody, that's for sure. He's definitely not for everybody. But a lot of that is just, like I said, he came from a time where that was actually the way people would be, that's what a heel commentator would do, and that's what a heel would be. That's how a person would act if they were supposed to be a bad guy. So it's not for everybody. It really isn't. I don't like him that much either, but I do realize the time that he came from, and I realize the type of character that he's supposed to have been playing, and he did a great job at it, and he still does a great job at it. It's just now he's kind of nicer now. Since all that stuff went down, have you noticed he's been kind of like acting less like he used to? Corey Graves is a heel in real life. Yeah, I guess, kind of. Corey is funny. I like him. All right. Commercial break is over, but we're talking about the match flow. Morrow, he said tomorrow, and wait, what he said tomorrow, and DC, what he said? What? Like I said, Morrow, he admittedly has mental issues, so I don't take JBL as the guy who really did all that much wrong there, because I've seen it where Morrow, like, he'll just lose it off of little things that people say, because that's part of his mental issue that he has. So who even knows, man? Who even knows if JBL did anything that bad? Oh yeah, Braun's here. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna cut a promo? Let's hope he does. Let's hope he cuts a promo on Shinsuke. Corey's funny with it. No, Corey made Morrow mad too. Morrow didn't even show up for an episode of NXT because of stuff that Corey said on Twitter. That's what I'm saying. Like, Morrow has mental issues. So who knows? Who even knows if JBL did anything that serious? I just think that it was just maybe the wrong thing to say to the wrong person. Braun is in the middle of the ring. They're just letting his theme song play, guys. So I'm just keeping it muted. Oh, he's gonna fight Cesaro. Okay, this could be a good match. I don't know why they're beating around the bush this close to the Royal Rumble. They should definitely be. If they're gonna put Braun on this Intercontinental title race, then he probably should be. I guess this is close. This is as close as he should be right now. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. he has mental issues. Liverbird. I don't know what the miscommunication here is. He literally has he has mental issues. Mauro Ranallo is a great commentator, but he also has mental issues. The guy is he's like bipolar and also depressive, I think, something like that. So it's not that they're trying to protect him. It's just they realize, and he's told it to everybody. That's how he is.
And Cesaro's career's
so they got to do certain things to make sure he doesn't just leave.
Sami Zayn has made a big difference.
All right, here we go.
Of Nakamura and
Finally,
Cesaro,
geez,
but tonight
man.
it's one-on-one.
It took them like
Cesaro
7 minutes to get this match underway from the commercial break.
I really appreciate just how clever the
All right, locking
has
up.
been at ringside, always voicing
Cesaro's
his opinions,
tough,
but no
man.
one
He's
has
so
even
strong.
come close to
Locking up, center of the ring. Braun puts him in the corner. Just handling him.
Tag team match against Strowman, looking to outpower Cesaro here.
Cesaro digging his heels in.
You know, getting my IC title match at the Royal Rumble. I hope so. I don't know who else could really challenge for it. Braun is the closest thing that they built towards possibly challenging for the title.
And now the side headlock.
I'd like
by
to see
Cesaro.
It can't be stressed enough, just until you are in person near Braun Strowman, how immense this human being is.
Cesaro unloading.
Dang, Cesaro with the rights and left.
Misses wildly, and now Cesaro with a shoulder
leaping
tackle.
shoulder tackle. Strowman just destroys him. Runs him over.
Himself through Cesaro.
Sami Zayn dressed up like Che Guevara out here.
And now a big deal here on
Looking like a militant leader.
Cesaro trying to go to
Cameron, what's up, man?
Strowman with the right hand as well.
Want new attire with Cyborg?
Immense size and his
Top
power
championship
core,
push.
but the quickness of this big man.
Why?
Oh, like a big old truck plowing through Cesaro.
I think he's like IC level, man.
Cesaro, the veteran,
he's got to get better at cutting promos if he's going to be on top.
Compose himself and lured the monster in.
Yeah, take advantage and hang up Strowman on the top rope.
Unless they're going to let Sami be his mouthpiece.
He ran into a right.
You want Sami to be his mouthpiece while he's on top?
Tonight.
And Strowman blasting Cesaro off the apron and into the barricade. Now Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn trying to run some interference, but Strowman standing tall as this match continues live.
Wow, dude. So we took 7 minutes to get to the match. We get two minutes of fighting and then right back to commercial. Aye. Let's hope that they're front loading these commercials so that we can have like an uninterrupted final 20 minutes of SmackDown where they actually have like a cool story going on. Be insane if Cesaro could do a bunch of deadlifts on Braun. That would be crazy. Dude, I love Cesaro. I'm just saying, man. If he's gonna go to the top, they're gonna have to do something about him, and it's gonna take a while. They're gonna have to build him up because when's the last time he won a match? You know, they gotta do something with him, man. I think IC title would be a good place for him right now, or in the near future. Top title, that's asking for a bit much. That'd take some time. Maybe buy like Survivor Series or something. But hey, you know, anybody could get up to the top very quickly. So I don't know, man. He's good enough in the ring. It's just the other stuff that I'm worried about. Has Morrison made his debut yet? Yeah, he stepped out of a door that said The Miz on it, and then he talked for like 2 seconds, or he just looked at her, and then he went back into the door, and that was it. Very, very lackluster way to show that he's there. Yeah, I got it handled, Mo. I already explained it. I don't know why you're re-explaining it. I already explained what's going on with Morrow. He heard me, man. He heard me. Tag team reunion, I guess, man. I hope not. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why this is the exact problem with why there's so few wrestlers that are fun to watch and so few segments that are actually interesting on these shows, is because they group up their biggest stars so tight that everybody else is just off doing weird little tiny things, and it makes it so it's not fun to watch most segments. Putting The Miz, who is already like, he can carry a storyline, he can carry the mic, he can carry good matches, he can do the dang thing. You already have him, and then you have all the rest of these stars who are just Chad Gable, the Revival, you know, all these other superstars who are just running around, and you just utilize them here and there a little bit, and they're just not that interesting. They're just not that interesting to watch. They might be okay at wrestling, they might be good wrestlers, but it's not an interesting segment when you watch them. Put Morrison on somebody like Gable. Put Morrison on somebody like Apollo Crews. Put him fighting, have a rivalry with somebody who is not able to do all that stuff, who we just haven't seen in that like really cool spot yet. Do that. Don't put him with The Miz, like, because The Miz can already lift somebody else up. You're just grouping too much up. It's like if you have $100 to buy food for the whole month, and you spend $95 on one steak dinner, and then you're left with $5 for the rest of your groceries for the month. Like, that's WWE. Oh, hey, we got the superstars. He's just going to debut. He's just coming back. He hasn't been in the WWE for years. He's going to be a big deal. And then let's put him with this other guy he's a big deal. He's in the WWE. Everybody's already going to be hyped to see him do his thing. Like, you're spending your $95 on that, and you got $5 left over for the rest of these little. So you're going to be eating ramen for the rest of these rivalries. The rest of these rivalries are going to be ramen rivalries. Ramen rivalries. That's a good little saying. Ramen rivalries. Put him with somebody who can gain something off of it.
Turned it into a sleeper.
Doesn't matter how big he is. A man can't breathe. A man can't fight. Cesaro wearing down Strowman.
Yeah, and slipping the arm now underneath.
Yeah,
the
we already
chin.
saw
The
you.
official right
Dude,
there to make sure it doesn't
I don't know what to tell you. One more time, Morrison, and you're just out of here. I'm just gonna straight up ban you. Please, just talk about wrestling. I already saw your message. I don't need to know what day it is. I didn't ask what day it is. You wanted to know. You're answering your own question in my chat, and you're doing it multiple times. Okay? Think about how asinine that is. You're answering your question you asked in the chat that I didn't ask you. Just keep it to yourself and talk about wrestling, please. Stop repeating yourself.
And Cesaro with an uppercut, driving Strowman back in the corner. And now Cesaro with a barrage of uppercuts from the Swiss Superman. And that didn't last.
Here we go. Braun running over Cesaro.
His way out.
But Braun's hurt.
But how hurt, Corey?
Unfortunately for Cesaro and Nakamura. And
Braun says he's going to take some laps on the outside.
Braun Strowman heads outside the ring, and there's a train coming. Braun Strowman clearing out everybody in his path.
Runs over Nakamura.
Wow. Seriously, Aloe Black, you are a guest at my work.
Ring there, you saw him peek out for a moment. And Strowman now going to take another pass at Cesaro.
Don't worry about it, Mo. I got it.
A frightening sight when Strowman gains momentum around the ring. And Braun back in.
Dude, Mo, how cool was that game last night?
Not quite sure where he is. Now Sami
Did you like it a lot or what?
Again causing a distraction. Cesaro takes advantage. Is Cesaro going to be able to pull this off? He's looking for the neutralizer.
Uh-oh. Please do it. Please do it, Cesaro. Nope. Oh my goodness. Power slam. Done.
Cover on Cesaro.
Braun wins. Oh, and then Kinshasa from behind. Yeah, Shinsuke, yes. Thank you, Shinsuke. Thank you for getting that song out of here. He ended that song real quick. Said Braun. It's like he kicked the whole. It's like he kicked the whole song out of him. He kicked his theme song off.
Strowman on Dream Street right now.
Shinsuke lost his title. Is it laying in the ring?
Shinsuke Nakamura flooring.
Shinsuke knock a head off.
Take a look at this first. Braun plants Cesaro with a power slam.
Would have been a better spot if Shinsuke would have got in the ring, put his title down, then Kinshasa him.
Quickly, Nakamura can turn your
Why are they playing his song again?
Strowman just.
Oh my goodness. It would have been a better spot if Shinsuke would have got in the ring, put his title down, then Kinshasa him, left his title there to get out of there in time, and then Braun, he's like all woozy, but then he like turns and he sees the title on the ground, and while Shinsuke and Sami and Cesaro are just laughing at Braun from on the stage, Braun's like, and he sees the title and he picks it up, and then he starts laughing, and then Shinsuke's like, no, you know, and that's the way they ended the segment, and then Braun's music hits. That'd have been better. If he lifted Braun up, I'd have been shocked. I think, does Braun weigh more than the Big Show? I don't think so. Remember when Cesaro eliminated the Big Show from the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? I think he can lift Braun. Just from that angle, it's very difficult. It's a very tough angle. Dude, is it already the main event? Wow. Jeez, that flew by. It's the big dog. Roman Reigns is here. Let's hear this crowd pop.
Here comes the big dog.
Actually, not that loud. Wow, did they just not have the crowd mic'd up right or something?
You know, Corey is pretty cool.
Wow, I don't know what's going on with this crowd right here. I expected a little bit louder cheering for him. Crowd's all laid back. They've all had some drinks. So dry, here comes the big dog. Yeah, that was, I don't know, man. You know, I might, hang on, Ace. Maybe you're right. Maybe Cesaro should be moving up this fight card. Goodness gracious, that was probably the weakest crowd reaction for Roman in the last couple months. I don't know what happened there. They just don't like him in Memphis or something. They're like, get out of here. We don't like your kind around here. We don't like big dogs around here. We like big cats. All right. I hope the Fiend shows up here and just wrecks this match immediately. I really don't want to see this match. I don't, man. And maybe if it was Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler, I could get behind it. But putting Roman and Corbin in here, they're both good wrestlers, but just the tag team match type when it comes to Roman, it's so predictable. It's like, oh, here comes the hot tag. Oh, Roman Reigns is cleaning house. Oh, Roman Reigns with a Superman punch. Like, it's just so, like, it's so predictable. I just don't want to see it. I hope just immediately it's like, and then the Fiend is there and he just chokes out Daniel Bryan. And then we have 20 minutes of Otis just hanging out with Mandy. I trust me. I love all these wrestlers independently. Okay, I'm not saying that that they suck or anything like that. It's just whenever there's a tag match with Roman in it, it's like, oh, what's gonna happen here? Let's hope I'm wrong this time. Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler and him had a pretty good match at the New Year's thing. I actually liked that New Year's match. Baron Corbin. There you go, Baron Corbin. Still looks kind of weird. Here, Dolph. Move up. It's a commercial break right now. That's why I'm just sitting here talking with you guys. All right. So, my question of the day, guys. My question of the day. If you could bring any superstar throughout WCW history, WWE history, ECW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, Impact, TNA, whatever you want to call it, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, whatever, Wrestle Circus, I don't care what you, Major League Wrestling, whatever promotion you'd like. If you could bring anybody from any era in their prime, okay, but I'm talking about in their prime, at the height of their hype and everything, that would make a huge difference. That would make a huge difference if they were in the main event scene immediately. Not on SmackDown, not on SmackDown, but on Raw. Okay, because SmackDown, I don't want. They're cool. They're cool. On Raw, who would you bring? Who would you bring? Razor Ramon? Abyss? Wow, you put Abyss in the main event scene on Raw, dude. That would be cool. That'd actually be really cool. Oh, that's a good pick. That's a really good pick. Yes, man. Empire versus the King and the Jester. That's a good one. I like that. The question was, if you could bring anybody from any era, okay, of WWE, ECW, WCW, Impact, any wrestling promotion on the planet, in their prime. It doesn't have to be them now. I know, like me, I might say like somebody like Rob Van Dam. I'm not saying Rob Van Dam, but it wouldn't be today's Rob Van Dam if I chose. It would be him in his prime. Who would you bring to the main event scene of Monday Night Raw right now to make the show immediately pop? Immediately pop. In their prime, who would you bring? Abyss, tag him with Joe and KO. AOP and Raw. Oh my goodness, dude, what in the world? That would be awesome. Abyss is a good one. Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy. Hey, I can't deny it. Jeff Hardy. Elijah says Jeff Hardy, prime Jeff Hardy. Gosh, man, I can't say it wrong. I can't say that wouldn't just make everything super duper hype. I think he works better as a tag team, but definitely could be hype. I'm saying like they're in the main event scene. They're not just in the main event. They're not just wrestling in one main event. I'm saying somebody you're going to bring to Raw full time as a main event superstar, and it would immediately skyrocket Raw back up to being considered possibly the A show. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a prolonged run in the WWE as their prime main best iteration of them. Who would you bring? Eddie Guerrero, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay, I'm gonna time you out. Didn't your mom ever teach you if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say anything at all? Quit being an internet tough guy. We'll see you in 300 seconds, and then we won't see you again if that's how you're gonna act in here. Nobody asked you your opinion. Next time I see you, hopefully you'll be a little nicer. You'll be a little bit more like your mom told you to be. Hardcore Holly. Hardcore Holly? That's really? Come on, man. You got to pick one. You can't pick 100. You got to pick one person. I'm asking everybody, one person. Edge? I was going to say Edge. The guy's so good. Such a good wrestler. Such a good good look. Just great on the mic. He's funny. Yeah. They're just doing entrances right now, guys. You're not missing anything. It's just gonna take them, a full 10 minutes to get everybody out here. The Rock, yeah, dude. Somebody like The Rock would definitely be it. Razor Ramon, oh, that would be epic. That would be epic. Sting in his prime. What would you consider the prime of Sting, though? Would you consider it the Crow Sting, or would you consider it the Surfer Sting? He was definitely a lot more agile when he was Surfer Sting. You got to pick one, Elijah. You're going to have to whittle it down now. The next name that you put in, please make it your final pick. I'm just looking for one pick. We could put names in the chat all day, but I'm looking for your one pick that you think would just make Raw like the A show again. One person you can bring from any era, any promotion in their prime.
Going right after Roman Reigns.
All right, here we go.
Upset, of course,
the match has begun finally.
Roman Reigns cost him an opportunity.
Ultimate Warrior. That could be great as well. Just pick one though, guys. Pick one.
Somehow that's out of line for Corbin to be upset about
pick
losing
one superstar. All right, make it count.
Jealousy? Yeah, but do not get emotionally charged.
I would say
because the big dog will turn it against you as he's doing right now.
Raining down heady right hands. Samoan drop flattens King Corbin. Smart move.
Yeah, Corbin rolling out of harm's way.
Or did he?
And Roman Reigns looking for the drive-by to King Corbin.
Are you ever really out of harm's way when you're dealing with the big dog?
And look at Dolph Ziggler, the veteran, distracting Reigns momentarily, allowing Corbin to roll back into the ring.
Macho Man. I'd say Macho Man.
Makes the tag, and here comes
Macho Man. Final answer. Macho Man Randy Savage. He would make Raw an A show already. Macho Man in the main event. Make him world champ. He can kill it on the mic. He would bring the hype. He could wrestle big guys, small guys. You can even put him on commentary if he's got nothing to do. I'd say Macho Man.
Bryan says he'll beat Bray Wyatt, and then Bryan and Reigns.
Stone Cold, heck yeah, that's another good one.
WrestleMania for the Universal
That's another
title.
good one.
No doubt about it. It would be a worthy WrestleMania main event. I wouldn't be mad at watching it.
Corbin, driven right
Which
down
Stone
to our
Cold,
announce
though?
table, and
Just
Dolph
straight up
Ziggler gonna
Stone
be
Cold
launched
with
over the
Elizabeth,
top rope as
too?
well
Yeah.
By Daniel Bryan.
That'd be awesome.
Daniel Bryan.
He could flip heel or face,
received
too.
here in Memphis. He started his career in this city.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Bray Wyatt. We're hearing the Bray Wyatt laughter. Macho Man could even wrestle Spider-Man. Could even wrestle
We used
Spider
to
Guy.
love going out with Julia.
Oh, that's
and
how
Mike,
we go to
but
commercial? Oh, the Bray Wyatt laughter just trolled me into a commercial. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll say Macho Man. But these are all good choices. John Cena? John Cena is prime, yeah. That's a good one. I could see Cena. I almost said Hulk Hogan. I almost said Mayoko Zuma. But yeah, I think Macho Man. He's so good on the mic, you know. So good on the mic, such a super fresh tier hype level that he brings to everything he does. Marketability is off the charts. Sells so much merchandise too. I think it would definitely Macho Man could bring Raw back up to being considered the A show. Still hope we get one more Cena run, dude. Cameron, I agree with you completely. I agree with you absolutely. And what I would love it to be is if there's somebody who like just strikes him as the guy, like he really thinks this person is going to be like the next best thing, for him to have like a super intense rivalry with that person, and that for that to be like the end for Cena. Or not the main end, because I'd still like to see Cena come back and like surprise us with like a Rumble. You know, in 2022 he shows up in the Rumble, or 2025 he shows up in the Rumble, stuff like that. And maybe even come back and have like a Goldberg-esque type of run where he just smashes somebody, wins the title for a second, and it just makes it a cool WrestleMania season for a little bit, and then he bounces again. I don't want him gone forever, but his last like real run, I would like it to be him hand-picking somebody that he really believes in, like somebody from NXT or somebody who's on SmackDown or Raw but just isn't getting the pull, you know, and for him to just do the dang thing, you know, just have a great rivalry with him, teach him everything that he knows behind the scenes, but also in the ring and on the mic, just cutting cool promos, going outside the arena, having like a parking lot match or something. Doing all kinds of cool stuff to show how good this guy really is in Cena's eyes, and then bouncing. I think that could be cool. No more Cena. I would love that. Becky launch. Becky launch. I like it. I like it. If you guys are wondering why it's glitching up sometimes, it's because I'm doing faster than light streaming on one service, and I'm doing regular streaming to YouTube. So between the two, there's some inconsistencies. So if you see the video glitch up, I already explained this before, but I'll explain it again. If you see it doing a weird little glitchy stuff, it's because I'm streaming to two separate platforms with two separate speeds. So it's hard for the software to keep up. So apologies, but there's not really a whole lot of motion or anything going on the screen for you to keep up with, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Plus it clears up in a few seconds. It's not like it stays there for hours. So I would say sorry, but I'm not, because it has nothing to do with me. It's just the limitations of technology, and I'm trying to stream to as many people as possible. So I hope you appreciate it. Roman Reigns, back to it. Roman Reigns off the ropes with a big boot to Baron Corbin.
Roman Reigns, Corey, may be the odds-on favorite heading into the Royal Rumble match 3 weeks from Sunday.
History's taught us
you got an RVD type of character.
Big dog in a high-pressure situation. But
what was your theme song? His theme song. I love Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam's one of my like top 5 wrestlers of all time. I love Rob Van Dam. If I had a Rob Van Dam type of character, his theme song. I just wouldn't try to be like him. Ooh, dude, they're giving Roman Reigns all kinds of extra time on these
feather in the cap of
kickouts.
King Corbin it would be to pick up another win over Roman Reigns tonight.
It was a stellar 2019 for Corbin. Wants to continue it.
Yeah, like somebody from NXT. I think that'd be great for Cena.
Into the steps.
Maybe he really loves.
Corbin is big and bad
maybe he really loves
they come here in
Keith
WWE,
Lee or something. You know, have him have this like a super
Ziggler
incredible rivalry with Keith Lee and make Keith Lee look like $1 trillion before he leaves, and just make him the next superstar. You know?
You've got to respect the veteran leadership
One of a kind
that Dolph Ziggler provides in Corbin's corner.
Tag.
Who would I pick?
And Ziggler now the legal man.
Weirdo Al. I would pick. Like I said, Macho Man would be my guy. Who I would put. Oh, you mean like if I was Cena? Oh, okay. If you're asking if I was Cena. Gosh, who do I think is just like so primed to be something good, but just doesn't really get that much shine?
Dolph still seething from New Year's Eve and beyond.
Yeah, that was a bucket list moment for Ziggler to be a part of the.
I really like Kona Reeves, man. maybe Damian Priest, but I don't know how old he is though. I wanted to see somebody on the younger side so that what Cena does for him would really benefit him for years to come. I wouldn't want it to be somebody who's going to retire in like 5 years.
The way he carries himself, I don't think there's any doubt that you're looking at a
Apollo Crews comes to mind.
Champion.
Posted.
Apollo Crews is so good.
At Royal Rumble if it weren't for Roman Reigns.
Meanwhile, Daniel Bryan gets that opportunity.
I would say the Bro, but I think the Bro's okay by himself. I think the Bro, Goldberg needs to be the guy to put him over.
Daniel Bryan wants
the Dream, Velveteen Dream, yeah, that could be good. Yeah, Velveteen. That's a good one right there.
Looking on from ringside.
I like that.
No, Daniel doesn't look too desperate to get into this match. I think Daniel Bryan
can he
is
make
watching
Sansa
Roman
pink?
Reigns thinking,
I
can
can
make
make
it.
Sansa pink.
Daniel Bryan has no real allegiance to Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
no, I
agree with you on that
I
point,
need
Corbin.
Roman versus Kona Reeves. That would be cool too. He agreed. No, wait, you don't like?
Now, the fact is,
no, I
Daniel
said the
Bryan
Bro's fine. He
and
doesn't need
WrestleMania
anybody. He just needs
opponents.
Goldberg.
That's all that's going through Daniel Bryan.
I really want to see
He's
that.
got to win the Universal title first at Royal Rumble. There's
All right, Baron Corbin slides under the bottom rope, comes back, catches a Superman punch. Oh my goodness.
And now it may
there's
be an
that.
opportunity to tag in Bryan.
And now Daniel Bryan's anxious to get in the ring because
see,
King
where's my
Corbin is
Santa?
down on the mat. Roman did the heavy lifting. Now Bryan wants to reap the benefits.
I love the way that you reinvent what's going on in the matchup. Nonetheless, tag Dolph, tag Bryan. Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler, now the legal man in this matchup. And Daniel Bryan,
Where the heck is my
who I
Santa?
mentioned before,
Trying to find him.
cut his teeth in a sports entertainment
Bryan.
here in Memphis, Tennessee. And who will ever forget that?
Back flips over the top of
Monday Night Raw
Dolph
moment,
Ziggler.
the night that Daniel Bryan
going for the
occupied
clothesline,
Raw
misses.
right here in Memphis.
That's clothesline for Daniel Bryan.
Again has the
Destroying.
WWE fans on their feet.
Destroying Dolph Ziggler.
Every bit of the elbow landing on Dolph Ziggler.
And
Backflip
Bryan delivering
kick.
the drop kick to Ziggler in the corner. Daniel Bryan would
Where's my
love a
Santa?
victory here
I'm
tonight
trying to find out where it's
continue
at
to
here.
build momentum toward the
Give me a
Rumble
second.
event.
Daniel Bryan needs all the momentum, all the confidence he can muster.
Oh yeah, it's on top of this.
To stand in
I
the
remember
ring
now.
across from the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Saw what happened the first time
Oh.
Bryan was in the ring with the Fiend.
Nice. That's Rana off the top.
Daniel Bryan looking to close the door on this one. Dolph Ziggler in a great deal of trouble.
And there are the yes kicks delivered by Bryan.
Pink. Like that? It makes the rest of them green.
By Dolph, roll up, shoulders down by Bryan. At 2, looking for the lapel.
Gargano versus Gargano.
Lock it in.
I don't know about Gargano.
Dolph's in trouble.
I don't know about Gargano. I'd be more on the side of Ciampa. Gargano seems flimsy.
Another display of valor from King Corbin. Coming to
WWE
Dolph
legends
Ziggler.
put over new guys in a match.
Super kick.
Down
All right.
goes the big dog.
I think that's kind of pink.
And now looking for the zigzag.
make him
Bryan
glow a
able to
little
shake
bit.
off Ziggler. Bryan with
Bryan,
all the momentum, the
running knee. Wow, he hit him right in the face with it.
Can Bryan capitalize?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, lights are going out. Uh-oh. Lights are out.
Oh my God, the feed here.
Oh my goodness, he's here. He's in front of the announce table. And the lights are all red.
The Fiend is here.
Daniel Bryan's not scared. Goes for a suicide dive, but the Fiend just says, nope, get out of my sky. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude, he really hit his head on the ring post. The Fiend is rocked. Nope. Nope, get caught. Oh my goodness, it just throws him through the barricade. Wow, he clawed him and threw him through the barricade. Daniel Bryan is in all the trouble. And the claw is now locked in again. Thank goodness, dude. I was not interested in seeing this match finish. I don't know if you could tell or not. I try to keep it real with you guys. Try to keep it as real as possible. That's it? That's the end of the show?
Oh my God, it just like that, Daniel Bryan taken out of the equation, and with it.
Matt versus Ciampa? What?
The Fiend, where the hell is he?
Fiend's gone.
Daniel Bryan's practically motionless, the victim of the paralyzing mandible claw.
The way he made the Fiend flick it. Yo, you saw that?
Making his way over here to check on his
you saw how he was like, meh. He's gone. Oh.
Driving him in to Daniel Bryan,
wait.
and now King Corbin
now, Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. Oh, it's still a active match. All right, cool. So pin him.
Oh my God!
Uh-oh. They got the handcuffs again.
The last time they handcuffed the big dog to the ring post and poured dog food all over him. And there's the dog food. And again, Corbin and Ziggler are going to.
Oh no! They're handcuffing Roman to the ring rope.
Half handcuffed. History going to repeat itself.
No, handcuff him.
Again.
Uh-oh, you messed up. Okay, there we go. Now he's handcuffed.
Bryan was left motionless.
Roman Reigns is handcuffed to the bottom rope.
Handcuffed to the bottom rope.
Oh! Yo! The Usos? Yo, they're back.
They're back.
Day one is jail. Oh, super cakes to Dolph Ziggler. Oh my God. Stereo super cakes destroy Dolph Ziggler and King Corbin. No dog food tonight, baby.
Memphis has become
Let's go. The Usos are back.
The Usos
flying over the top rope, taking out both Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. There you go. Now that's hype. Now that's hype right there.
Reigns didn't have an ally in the world, so he had to look to his family, and who better than Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Well, if tonight has been any indication, it is going to be a hell of a 2020.
That's awesome, dude.
On Friday Night Smackdown.
Very nice. The Usos return to save Roman Reigns. And you know they got some handcuff keys. You know they know how to get out of handcuffs if they're here tonight. Awesome, dude. The Usos return. Is Roman wrestling? Yeah, he was wrestling, but he got jumped and they handcuffed him to the bottom rope and they were about to feed him dog food again. Wow, what a show. That was good. That's what I was talking about. Now he's got backup. Hopefully he'll help them too when they need help, because that's been the story of Roman Reigns. Like, he has no friends because he doesn't help anybody. People always come save him, but he never saves anybody. He never runs out to do anything, so he doesn't have any friends. That's why he's been getting so jumped by these guys. But now it's looking good. First Smackdown of 2020, and the Usos show up. They've been down since day one of 2020. It is time, guys. It is time for us to have a little talk about tonight's SmackDown Live. If you would, or not, just SmackDown. It's not SmackDown Live anymore. If you would like to tell me your opinion on SmackDown Live and give your rating, so we can find out the outcome of Battle of the Brands tonight, please stick around and type a number 1 in the chat if you'd like to give me your review and your score out of 10. Okay, so if you thought this was a 7 out of 10, a 2 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, please type a 1 in the chat. I'll be calling on people as close to alphabetically as I can. And let's do it. It's time for some grapple chat. Dudley. yes. Oh, yes. You guys know what time it is. It's time for the chat about the graps. The grapple chat. Oh, yeah. Get that background music going. Alright, how loud is this? Is this too loud? Miz might go over to Raw. Who knows? Dude, I hope so. I hope something happens with Raw because Raw's the show that needs it. SmackDown is super stacked now. Oh, that's the rap? Oh, hang on. I hope the Miz does the thing that doesn't back down because SmackDown is super stacked now. Miz, Morrison, more of them on Raw. Oh, nah. Please don't leave them on SmackDown or any of these other shows because you know what I got to get to the blows into your nose. Oh, no. Blood all over the floor. Oh, that's too violent. No, I might get demonetized then. There you go. That's a little freestyle for you. All right, so the people who typed 1 in the chat are Ace. All right, so Ace is first. Ace, you're number 1. It goes Ace, and then it goes Cameron, I think. So let's find out what Ace thought about Smiggity Smack. He's got bars. Go to the studio. I might surprise you guys with an album someday. Who knows? Maybe there'll be just like a full album. What I would probably do is I'd probably just come out with like a little EP. It'd probably be like 6 songs, and then I'd release the full album once I had it done. So let's find out what Ace thought. I'll tell you what I thought. I thought that the way they started SmackDown was fun tonight. I like how they started off with showing a little recap of what has happened so far. Then they showed Daniel Bryan and The Miz backstage. Then they went to the intro song. They went to the Are You Ready? And then after the Are You Ready, they went to a match with like the whole women's division in it, which is great. Start off 2020 by showcasing your women's division right off the bat. Show everybody what's going on. Give everybody a little bit of time, a little bit of a spark, a little bit of light, you know, a little bit of spotlight. Good way to start it. Plus, now not all the women, but a lot of the women have seen each other in battle, so there's the ability to build storylines off of that or build rivalries off of that. So I like the way they started it. I really do. After that, the show kind of got to this like a little weird area for me where they showed Otis and Mandy, but it was this weird disconnect where the chemistry that they've had previously seemed to kind of disappear, and I think that they could have done something better, or they could have just had Otis act sad, and then Mandy kind of cheers him up a little bit, and then he goes and fights, and that's what like makes him have that fire in his belly, you know. You know, I'd rather the fire in his belly be that he's feeling happy about Mandy, you know, trying to cheer him up than it to be about like his mom is upset because the cake got stomped. It made me feel like, yo, get him. But I don't think that it helped the storyline they're trying to tell, because they're obviously trying to tell something between Mandy and Otis. But it didn't. He felt cold towards her. He felt distant and cold. He's like, oh, I didn't see it, but my mom did, and then he left. And so it was almost like he didn't even see like the girl that he's infatuated with, and that kind of deflated some of the chemistry that they had. So I didn't like that segment too much. It worked for me because I got hype. I wanted Otis to go out there and smash somebody, but I wanted it to be Dolph, and it kind of took a little bit of what's making it work for me between Mandy and Otis. It kind of took a little of that off. You saw Raw, so I'm gonna tell you what match happened on Raw. All right, gonna watch Wrestle Kingdom. Randy, I don't know, man. It's happening so late. I have to wait till midnight. I mean, that's 4 hours from now, and I don't know if people are gonna show up or if people even care. Like, only 2 people have asked me about it. 3 people. So I don't know if people have a an interest in it like that for me to stay up all night, because it's gonna be like what, 4 hours? I'm gonna be up until like 4 a.m. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. They want to, Gritty. I know it's 3 people want me to. Should I stay up till 4 a.m. because 3 people want me to? I don't know. We'll find out, guys. I'll think about it. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still mulling it over. Okay, so Ace says, I enjoyed Otis' victory. I didn't care for the Usos' return in this spot. Also, oh, you didn't like it? You didn't like the Usos' return? Wow, okay. Also love seeing The Fiend. Bailey needs to come up off that title. John Morrison's spot was hit or miss. Yeah, that was really weird. You saved him this long to just have him step out from a room and then go back in the room, like, I don't know. I agree with you on that. That was hit or miss. It was a hit because I was like, oh, there he is, but it was a miss because of what it was. What I hated was Chad match. Miz at the moment is mad. I don't really get why people booing him now. It's just because he attacked Kofi from behind. Kofi's like their golden boy, you know? 6 out of 10. Oh boy. Dude, they might not be getting it tonight. We'll find out. Get my calculator up here. I didn't have my calculator. You guys are wondering what these ratings are going towards. We are doing our live review right now, Grapple Chat. And I am taking everyone's reviews who wants to give a review. Ace is the first one to give a review. By the way, Ace, thank you so much for your review. I'm gonna give you this rock. You get these rocks. Yeah. Oh man, didn't show up on. Oh yeah, it doesn't show up on the screen unless it's 5,000. Okay, cool. I was like, what happened? Thank you so much, Ace. Thank you for your review, and I gotta say that 6. It seems harsh, but I do believe this was kind of a little bit phoned in as far as I'm concerned. Not too much, but a little phoned in. That 6, it sounds harsh, but they need that tough love. So if you guys are wondering what's going on, okay, this is what's going on. Yeah, no self-promoting, man. Don't come in here and promote. Especially not somebody as big as you, man. You don't need that. You should be promoting me. That is absolutely asinine. Don't be doing stuff like that in there. That's absolutely not happening. Is this the real? I don't think this is even the real him. I don't think he would do that. The guy seems really nice. Seems like a nice guy. Let me get into my other chat and see. I don't think that's even him. I don't think he would do that. Now he's timed. I can't even click on him. Or can I? Let's see. No, I can't even click on him. Weird, dude. Normally I can go to people's channels. Yeah, I can't. Next time that person talks, please don't time them out so I can actually look at their channel, because I can't look at their channel right now. All right. So I need to be able to see if that's actually that person, because people impersonate people. People have done it to me a lot of times. Like, they make fake accounts that are like, they have my name, but it's not really me. We'll find out. Alright, so Ace, thank you very much. Should have saved Usos for a better spot. Yeah, I mean, just backing up Roman is a little bit. I do agree. Just backing up Roman is a little substandard for them. But at least it's a return. At least it kind of makes sense, you know. So at least it kind of added up. At least it wasn't just random. They didn't come out and save Chad Gable or something. So it seems to work out. Alright, Cameron. Smackdown was fun. Morrison return was cool. I think Otis gets Mandy in the end. Interested in what happens to Miz's character. Yeah, they're definitely swinging him back to the dark side, it seems. But yeah, it is interesting to see because he's one of those people that I think can hold down a division. I think and not hold down in a bad way. I think he can hold a division in place and make it something fun to watch. Still hope his face run wasn't over so soon because we so overloaded with heels currently. That is very true. Sheamus' return was awesome. Yes, dude, that matters so much to me. I was hoping that you would bring that up. I was hoping somebody would bring up the Sheamus thing because that to me is a breath of fresh air. It means a lot. Low key was hoping for a dominant face Sheamus that doesn't have to smile all the time like Balor. Yes. Main event was okay. Usos' return was great. Overall, 7.8 out of 10. Alright, he's got more on top of that. Hang on. He's got more. Everyone want... oh, no. That was it. Okay, I thought that was you. I saw the green. I really want to talk about this Sheamus thing. Because I believe Sheamus could be part of what I've been talking about for so long, man. I've been talking about this for so long. They need a spark. They need something to change the game. They need something to pay attention to. Something to bring attention to some of these other, these other segments on the show. Because it's like you have a segment that you can tell is like their main thing, and then you have all these other segments that are like the ramen. What did I call it before? The ramen something. Sheamus' beard looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool on him. I don't know if I'd be able to pull that off. Maybe I should try it. What do you guys think? Should I try the Sheamus beard? Let's do a vote. I'm gonna do a vote on Twitter later, and we'll vote. Should I do the Sheamus beard? But I love it. Sheamus is one of these people who has that pedigree, who has that longevity that. I don't know how long is left on his career, but he looks like $1 million. He kicked the head off of Gable. It looks so dominant, dude. And I don't know where he's gonna land. I hope they have a plan for him. And it's just, to me, that was like the highlight of the show. I loved it so much. I loved it so much, dude. Cameron, thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for your review. 7.8 out of 10 has been recorded. Oh, let me explain this. I was gonna explain this. I knew I messed up. Alright, Cameron, I'm gonna give you a taco. I know you like them. I'm gonna give you one, alright? That cost me a lot, so I hope you like it. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you for your review. So, let me explain this to you guys. If you're new to the stream, which there are a lot of people who are new to the stream right now, so welcome. Thank you so much for showing up. I stream live on YouTube, and I stream live on Mixer currently, and I have social media on Twitter. I have a Patreon, all that stuff. All that stuff is in the link, or is in the description of my YouTube video, so if you are interested in keeping up with or just hanging out with us, please follow those things that are in the description of the YouTube video. YouTube, Twitch, or not Twitch, Twitter, Twitch maybe in the future, Mixer, all that stuff. Please do it. On top of that, we are doing a show called Grapple Chat, which is one of the, I would say, one of the longer running review shows on the internet, and also a show that the outcome of the review depends on you. So it's not just about what I think about wrestling, it's about what you think as well, and your scores actually go towards the thing called the Battle of the Brands. Look at that. Right now, NXT is ahead. These points are how many shows these particular brands have put on that have scored over a 7.75 overall, which means as a collective, as a community, people have come together to rank these shows or to rate these shows out of 10, and I put all their scores together and gave an average basically by just dividing all their scores by how many people gave their scores. So as you can see, Raw, and this is this season. We've already done a whole season. This season is running from the end of Survivor Series all the way to the end of the Royal Rumble. So right now, these points matter a lot. As you can see, Raw has put on 2 Raws that have been above a 7.75. SmackDown has put on 3 shows that have been above a 7.75. NWA has put on 5 shows that have been above a 7.75. NXT has put on 6, and AEW has put on 4. So right now, NXT is ahead. They also have a trophy because they won last season. That's why there's a trophy next to NXT. So your scores actually matter a lot. Okay, your scores actually will give these shows the ability to win the season or not. Also, the seasons get a little bump, a little bit of awesomeness. If they win the season, they get an emote that we use in the chat. So if you can see on YouTube right now, I'm using the NXT emote. That is something that's available to anybody who becomes a member of the stream. Basically like a subscription. So there you are. That's the rundown. So your score matters a lot. Cameron just gave it a 7.8. Ace gave it a 6. And other scores are going to be added together with those, and then I'll divide it by how many people gave reviews to find out the overall score, the average score. All right, here we go. Taco, man, you're a lucky dude. I know, right? Super lucky. Super duper lucky. All right, so here we go. Ghost Empire. Let's see what he says. SmackDown was fun tonight. The women's tag team match was decent. Seeing Sheamus was awesome. Seeing John Morrison was awesome. Heel Miz is back, I think. Yeah, he's going down that road, man. I don't know if he's actually there, but it's looking like they wanted to give us that feeling. Main event was okay, but the Usos' return was awesome. 7.8 out of 10 overall. 7.8. Dude. I'm glad you brought up this women's tag team match. I was talking about that a little bit with my review, and I'm glad that you touched on it because I think that's a very good sticking point. I believe that they want to build up this women's tag division, and they think that SmackDown is the place to do it. They have a lot of just, I'd say, mid-tier women's wrestlers there that are okay at wrestling, but are better together, better as a team right now, especially with Dana and Lacey and Sasha and Bailey and all this. Like, I really feel like, especially with the way that they work together tonight, man, they work together so well. And with Alexa always getting injured, it's best to take some of that, some of the strain off of her and place it on a partner as well. So I really thought that was a good idea, and it could lead to more rivalries, and it could lead to this women's tag team belt actually mattering, because right now it's like Asuka and Kairi Sane are just holding it down. Like they're so good, but besides them, it's like, who's gonna step up? Who has been built correctly, you know? So I'm very happy about this. I think that's a great thing to touch on, and I gotta thank you, man. Thank you very much for bringing that up. John Morrison, you said that was awesome. I mean, I'm glad you thought it was awesome. I thought it was whatever, man. I thought that was just probably the worst way to utilize him after announcing they signed him. Just having him step out of a door and then step back in a door, to me, it's like a waste of, like, his face. It's a waste of his face. A waste of his face. But I'm glad you thought it was awesome. I mean, there's probably a couple people out there talking about it right now, but I feel like he could have had, it's probably like what you were saying last week with Liv Morgan. You thought she could have had a better, or not last week, but earlier this week. You thought she could have had a better debut, and I'm feeling the same way about Morrison. I feel like there was something better they could have done to make his face show up on the screen, and it just wasn't. And Liv even had a better showing than him tonight. He just came out of a door and then went back in a door. So I don't know. I feel like you felt, man, and on top of that, I really agree with you. I really agree with you on what you said about Liv Morgan. Now, I had a chance to really think it out, and I really feel like they could have done a better angle with her. Even if she was going to be involved with the Lana thing, I think they could have done it better. She should have came out of the cake, you know? Not Rusev. There's so much they could have done to make it better. But yeah, cool stuff could have been done, but it was still awesome to see Morrison. And maybe I always gotta, like, the silver lining to this is like, dude, now they've shown that he's here, so they hopefully have a plan, because that's not the thing you do if you don't have a plan. You just wait. They could have just kept waiting and just had him come out at the Rumble, and that would have been a bigger pop. So hopefully there's some going on. Hopefully there's some sort of storyline. But thank you for your review. The 7.8 from Empire. All right, I'm gonna give you. Okay, so I gave rocks to Ace. I give a taco to Cam. I'm gonna give you a piece of pizza. I hope you like pizza, Empire. You like pizza, man? I don't know anybody who doesn't like pizza, but maybe I do. Maybe Empire's gonna be the first person. I hope you like pizza, man, because here's a piece of pizza. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. All right. Next, let me see. So it's Empire. It starts with a D. We Rups? No, it'd be Lewis. Lewis, if you're still here, it's your turn. It's your turn for the review. Dude, look at how awesome this is. We're in double digits on Mixer, man. We're on the front page. One of the things I love so much about Mixer is that they have this like up and coming streamer place on the front page, and it's so cool. I'm not on the front page, but we have more people in here than the people who are on the front page. So man, thank you guys so much for being part of what I'm doing here. I appreciate you guys a lot. John should have returned at the Rumble. Yes, I love pizza. Okay. Pizza. What kind of pizza? It looks like pepperoni. Looks like pepperoni. But maybe it's deep dish. Everyone hates deep dish all of a sudden. I love deep dish, man. But hey. So, Lewis, if you're in the chat, it is your turn for the review. If you're not, I think it's We Rup's turn. I think it's We Rup's turn. I think it's We Rup. Or maybe Mo? Did Mo type a 1? I don't think Mo typed a 1. Mo keeps missing the 1. Yeah, Mo didn't type a 1. We Rup did, though. Gotta be Chicago deep dish. See, Mo knows what's up. Okay. As long as you like deep dish, I got you, man. That's A-okay, just like your symbol. Favorite pizza is sausage pizza, pepperoni pizza, and spinach pizza. Oh yes, dude. I like pepperoni with jalapenos. I've liked that a lot recently. As long as I have sufficient things to drink, that's all good. Jalapenos really do get me on the heartburn type of thing, though. So I try not to have it by itself. I try to have some good milky drinks. Oh, Lewis did give a rating. Okay, so Lewis says, I give it a 7. Most exciting part to me was the Usos' return. Yeah, that was the hype part. I feel like even though the Mandy Otis story was dry, it helps build for next time. It does. It does. All in all, not bad. 3 surprises. Yeah, they did a good job. I thought they did an okay job tonight. The Uso comeback thing, that really helped the show out. I really was not hyped to see the ending of that tag match. Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns. Like, I was like, oh, man. I know you guys could tell, too. I try to keep it real. I try not to be like, oh, my God, look at this match. When I'm not invested in a match, I try to just have conversations with you guys instead. Because I'm actually hyped to see you guys. I'm hyped to have you guys here. If there's a match that I'm not the biggest fan of, or I'm not really interested in the outcome, or don't think it's building anything, I kind of check out, and I hope that you guys respect that about me, that I'm not just this guy who's gonna pretend like everything's the best, and I'm not the guy who's gonna pretend like everything's the worst. I'm gonna stay in the middle until something piques my interest, and I'm just really glad the Usos came out, man. That was the spark that this show needed to even be in consideration for getting a point from me, basically, because a lot of it was just phone it in, man, just phone it in. So that 7 is good. Lewis, your 7 is being added. 7.0. Boom. Lewis, I'm gonna give you a Dudley. Dudley, oh no. Dudley, is it a dance party? No. Dudley, is it a dance party? Yes? Yes it is? Okay. Go Dudley. Get him, Dudley. Dudley. Oh my goodness, Dudley. Oh, you got a new move? Oh no, don't hit him with the backwards worm. Dudley. Oh no, Dudley. Dudley, what the heck? That's the Dudley lowrider. Oh! Yo. Dudley with the backwards head spin? Oh my goodness. Yo, Dudley. Dudley's the best. Might be the best. Dudley, you might be the best. You might be the best dancer. That was crazy good, man. My goodness. Lewis, thank you for your review. You got a Dudley and you got a dance party. Incredible. Incredible dance party. So good. So good. Lewis. Your 7.0 has been added to the overall score. We're going to find out if that is enough for them to get a point tonight. Oh yeah, he's got mad dance moves. Dudley's learning. I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to teach him, you know. Slowly but surely. Either way, all right. I think it's We Rup's turn, right? We Rup. Huh. Let's go. Let's go. If we Rup, if you're still here, it is your turn. It is your review time. Thank you to everybody who favorited the tweet today as well, man. Let me see. How many people favorited the tweet? How many people made their own tweet? Let's see. Let's see. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. Eight favorites. Nice, guys. Make sure you get on over to my YouTube, not my YouTube channel, my Twitter, and leave a like on my most recent tweet, guys. Please, please, please. Hook it up. Hook it, hook it, hook it. Oh, okay. We got it. All right. We Rup says, to me, SmackDown is an 8 out of 10. Usos, Morrison, Sheamus, along with the Fiend killing the Wabbit. Yeah, he did kill the Wabbit. You're right about that. Showing he wasn't done with him yet was great. And a unique start with the women. Their Otis story was okay. It builds his long run span. I hope so. Shout out to Dudley for giving us the myths. Oh my goodness. Gosh, what part of this have I not talked about yet? The Fiend, yes. Okay. So I like that you brought up that he killed the Wabbit because I need that. I need that to happen. I don't like how Daniel Bryan is impervious to the Fiend stuff, man. I want him to get destroyed by the Fiend. I don't want the Fiend to start having cracks in his armor, man. And it's already starting to look like that. It's starting to look like, oh, Daniel Bryan was the antithesis to the whole Fiend thing. I don't like that. I want him to get destroyed. I want everyone to get destroyed by the Fiend before somebody finds, like, you know how it is in horror movies, like a couple people got to get smashed before you find out what makes the the killers so potent, or what might undo them. That's what I need to happen here. I need everyone to get smashed. I don't want people already finding cracks in the armor of the Fiend. See it. I want Daniel Bryan to get smashed at the Royal Rumble. I want everyone who faces the Fiend to get smashed. If you're gonna beat Bray Wyatt, I would hope you beat him as the Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt, not the Fiend. Not the Fiend. So I'm glad you brought that up. Glad you brought that up. I don't want the Fiend to succumb to this, oh, I have the yes movement. It's like, dude, if that's all it takes, then whatever. Like, we should never been hype about him in the first place then. If all it takes is that you say yes a bunch, and now you beat him? Come on, man. Hurts anyone who gets on his cover? What? I don't know about that. I don't know what you're talking about. Hype for season 2 of them. I haven't even seen all of season 1 of The Mandalorian. I'm gonna get around to it eventually. Just have not had the time yet. So hopefully it makes sense. I don't know what you're asking what to, Stony Hedge. You gotta be more you gotta type out full sentences. That way we know what you're talking about. Ryan Armstrong, yeah, the Usos are back. That is awesome. I like that a lot. Hopefully they have something for them to do. The tag team division could definitely use them, but if it's just gonna be the Usos versus the New Day again, they can keep that, dude. I'm spent on that. Unless there's gonna be a cool storyline to it. Just leave it, dude. Just leave it. But yes, we were up. Thank you for your review. Your score of a 7? What'd you give it? You give it an 8? No, you give it an 8. Okay. Cool. Now I know. 8. We were up. Thank you very much. Thank you for your review. Sadly, it'll be another 8 months. Oh well. It's better than waiting a whole year for a movie that just has brainless fan service and does nothing for the characters you've loved for your whole life. I'd much rather wait 8 months and have a good series than that. Alright, for you, Wee Rubs, I'm going to give you the hype sandwich. I have a bad feeling the Usos and the Revival are going to clash. I don't like the title the Fiend has. Yeah, I don't like it either. It doesn't look cool to me. I'm glad he has one, but it doesn't look cool to me. I definitely wouldn't pay $6,500 for it. It looks like something I might pay like $100 for. Not even that though. But yeah, good review, Wee Rubs. You awakened. There's been an awakening. You awakened my thoughts on SmackDown. I think that's the end of the alphabet. I think we hit the end of the alphabet. Everybody who was here for the end of SmackDown and wanted to give a review, I think we did it. So thank you to everybody who gave your review. The end of my review is going to be, I already said a lot of what I thought. Besides that weird spot at the end where Dana Brooke might have cracked the rib of Sasha Banks, I thought the matches had a good flow to them. I don't know what's up with Braun Strowman. I don't know how long they're going to wait to try to introduce him as the guy who's going to fight for the Intercontinental title, but it's so telegraphed that I don't know why they wouldn't just do it tonight. Like, just do it. We can all tell that's where it's going, so just do it. Why are they waiting? What was the wait for? I don't get it. So hopefully next Friday, which by my count would leave, what, 2 weeks until the Rumble? Hopefully next Friday they will introduce that Braun is going to be the guy who's going to challenge for the Intercontinental title, because I'd like to see that be an actual rivalry and not just another match on Braun's resume where he gets a title match and there's no build towards it at all besides just Braun is a beast. I want there to be some build. Can there just be a rivalry? Can Braun hold a rivalry? Can he actually do that? Because with him and Roman Reigns it was good. But I don't know how much of that was just the writing and them just setting up cool spots for him to do, and how much of it was actually him. I hope some of it was him, and I hope he's able to do it, because I would love to see that rivalry. I'd love to see Shinsuke and Sami Zayn and Cesaro all just doing the dang thing with Braun to where it's a fun rivalry to watch. Because as it is right now, it looks like it's just going to be another monster movie. Oh, he's a monster. Oh my God, that's the rivalry. He's a monster. I want there to be some story to it, man. I want there to be some fun, something for me to watch and look forward to next week. I've seen Braun I've seen Braun tip over a semi-truck. I've seen Braun drop a whole stage on somebody. I've seen him spear people through the Titantron. Like, I've seen Braun do all kinds of monstrous things. What I really want to see is a storyline that makes sense with him. What's causing all this? Strictly business, man. Strictly business. Should have been at least black or silver or something. Yeah, it's ugly. It really is ugly. But I think he's supposed to be like a weird demonic thing or something. I don't know. Dana broke Sasha. Yeah, she flipped off the top rope and like came down with a lot of her weight on Sasha's rib, or on her chest or across her body. Hopefully Sasha's all right. But yeah, it didn't look like the best delivered front flip senton, I'll tell you that. Pretty Twitter. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Let me check it. What is it gonna be? What the heck? Oh no. Is that why he is upside down? Oh my goodness. You made him Spider Dudley? That's too good. Wow, you even got the rainy alley and everything. What the heck? Alright, I'm retweeting that. That's too good. That is not what's happening. That was cool, though. That's a very well done thing. You guys got to check out the Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, please follow me. It's just @GrittyUrbanSaga. @GrittyUrbanSaga. It's in the description of my YouTube video, by the way. So overall, I got to give this this SmackDown. Let's see. Was it must see? Gosh, man. Yeah, I'd say it's on like the edge of must see. Yeah, I'll give it a must-see. So that automatically makes it above a 5. Got the Sheamus return. That was good. We got the Morrison tease, kinda. We got the Miz heelishness. The Mandy and Otis thing just kind of was missed to me. It wasn't hit or miss. It was just miss. But at least they're still doing it. The women's thing, I'm glad that they're showcasing a lot of the different women of the division. Gosh, man, weird Braun thing. I wish they would have just announced the Intercontinental thing. Also, I don't know who's going to be fighting Bayley. Hopefully they'll strap that up next week, because Bayley needs to have some sort of title defense. She's just walking around with that title and it's not meaning anything. Some sort of rivalry, something. I don't know. Have her fight Sasha for it or something. I don't know, man. Bring some drama. I give it a 7.6. I can't give it a passing grade. I can't. I think it was just right there on the edge. I'll give it a 7.6. 7.6. I mean, that's still a good show. It's just not a passing grade that I would put a point on it. I wouldn't like recommend the show like, yo, you gotta watch this. So yeah, I give it a 7.6. So with that said, let's add it up, man. Let's add up the points and let's find out what we got here. Oh yeah, bring up the beat. Bring up the beat. Yeah. All right, here we go. We got a 6.0, a 7.8, a 7.8, a 7.0, an 8.0, and a 7.6. That's 6 ratings. 6 ratings. 6 ratings. Quit hating. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So 6 ratings. So it adds up to a 44.2 divided by 6 equals 7.3. Sorry, Smitty Smack. Not quite. Fell about 0.4 short. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just gonna keep happening. It's just gonna keep happening to Raw and SmackDown. It's at this point, it has to be very apparent. This is just gonna keep happening to them. They need something bigger. Okay, they need that spark. The Fiend could be that spark, but he can't just keep showing up. He can't just keep doing that, man. Like, I don't know what they think entertainment is, but like, let's say what if that was the end of every movie? What if at the end of every movie you like, let's say at the end of every Matrix movie, let's say The Matrix, at the end of The Matrix, oh, here comes Neo at the end, he kicks the dude in the head with one kick and goes, and then they hit the credits. How many people would watch that after a while, man? Like, there has to be something different. It has to be something that actually matters, and if that's the best you can do with the creative mind behind the Fiend in the first place, you're messing up. And there's just nobody else on the roster who has that spark, man. I keep saying spark, and that's because that's what you need to start a fire. You need a spark, okay? And there's nothing happening. There's nothing sparkish happening. There are little embers here and there that may turn into a spark if you blow on them long and hard enough. But I'm not trying to blow long and hard on stuff. I'm trying to just see something cool happen. And I'm not the only one, and that's why these scores are like this, and that's why they keep falling short. How many times have they hit like 7.4, 7.1, 7.3? Like, they're just right there, man. They just need that extra oomph. I don't know if Morrison is that. Hopefully he is, but they need something, man. They need somebody to come back. They need one of these tired superstars to lace up the boots and show these guys how to have some charisma on the mic, because it just ain't happening. The people with the charisma are people like Otis, and it's like, what are you gonna do with that? That's gonna be your show? No, it's not. It's gonna be a fun little segment, and you can try to build them up as much as you want, but maybe put the title on them. Maybe put the title on Heavy Machinery, see if that works. I cannot begin to over-explain this. They need something more, and it's not just gonna be, oh, you brought somebody back who was doing something before, kinda. Like, you need charisma, you need a storyline, you need something that's gonna push it over the top. And until then, a nice Fiend laugh. Gollum looks angry. He should look angry. I'd be mad. I'd be real mad. They need something better, man. I don't know if it's just have the Fiend on the screen at all times. Do what AEW does. How Jericho's in like 3 segments a night. Do that. Put the Fiend in 3 segments a night. Have him offer a car to Roman Reigns, and have him have a little bit of the Fiendly, and he comes out with his own Fiend drink, and then he's got his own crew called the inner Fiend House or something. Just do exactly what they did with Jericho, because AEW is a fine example about how if you have something that's super hot, you just put it everywhere and just live off of it, because it's just not working with these other superstars. You're telling me Bayley's got charisma? That's charisma? That's making people hype. That makes people want to buy tickets. They gotta stop, man. They gotta stop. They gotta realize. Just look around and realize you don't have any of these superstars who are sparking the interest. It's an okay show. It was good if you like wrestling. It was good if you want to just be entertained for a little while, and I guess that should be good enough, but it's not. It's good enough. It got an okay score, but it's just not going to get up there to get in the point in the Battle of the Brands. That's why I put that at 7.75, because I know if a show is good, people are going to give it 8s. People are going to give it 8s all across the board. If a show is good. If a show is okay, that's when it's going to start hitting 7.6s and 7.5s, maybe a 7.8 here or there. I know if it's good, it's going to get those scores. If it's a great show, if it's something worth watching and worth getting a point and worth recommending to friends, family, and people who maybe don't really like wrestling but maybe could get into it if they see a show like that, this is not the show I'd recommend to them. If I wanted to get somebody into wrestling, I would not show them this. And so that's pretty much it. Hopefully soon we'll see something. We're getting closer to that WrestleMania season, so hopefully somebody with some charisma comes out of retirement or just shows up again, because it's getting there, man. It's getting to that point where it was like a year ago. Not even a year ago. I'd say a year and a half ago, when SmackDown was just striking out, and everything was just so boring, and it's getting kind of close to that now. I like the stuff with the Fiend, but there's just too many holes between the Fiend and the next best thing. Hopefully Sheamus will do something about that. Hopefully the Usos will do something about that. Hopefully John Morrison will go to Raw, because Raw needs it. Raw needs it so bad. They built up the Fiend too strong. They did, but that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna build him up strong, have him smash people. Don't have him sitting backstage for 4 weeks like Brock Lesnar. What are you doing? Like, what's the point of that? If you're scared of overexposing him, you have 2 superstars in the Fiend. You have regular Bray Wyatt, the Mr. Rogers Wyatt, and you have the Fiend. Why am I only seeing him at the end of a show for 30 seconds? Like, if that's the hottest thing, don't listen to these people who are like, oh, I'm sick of the Fiend. No, we're not sick of the Fiend. We're not. We're not sick of the Fiend at all. We just want you to do something with him. He keeps coming out going, that's not entertaining anybody who really likes the Fiend. That's just people popping for something that looks crazy. It's gotta stop, dude. It's gotta stop. If you got the best thing in wrestling, use it. And build up some other people with it as well. Don't just, like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying before, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. It's like you have a $100 budget, and you have to buy dinner for the whole month, okay? So you're from January 1st to February 1st. You need this $100 to last you all month long for your groceries. But you spend $95 on one steak dinner, and then you have $5 to spend for the rest of the month. That's what WWE does. That's what a lot of these promotions do. You got the best thing in wrestling, yet you utilize it for somebody who does not need any help at all. Daniel Bryan is quite arguably one of the best superstars that WWE has on the roster currently. He's great on the mic, he's great in the ring, the guy has a creative mind, he can write his own storylines. Why are you wasting him on a guy who is great on the mic, great in the ring, can write his own storylines, and is the hottest thing in wrestling? You're just spending your $95 on one dinner, and now you have a bunch of superstars that you're not putting over, that are just flailing out there because they don't have charisma, because they're not that great in the ring, because they don't have a storyline, or they don't have pull backstage to write one, they can't come up with their own creative stuff. Like, you're wasting your $95 on one steak dinner. So you got Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend. Oh my God. And then you got a whole fight card full of ramen for the rest of the month. That's the problem. They need to stop doing that. The Fiend should be destroying Chad Gable and making Chad Gable out to be something bigger than he is. He should be doing things like that. You're wasting him on people who are already going to be at the top of your fight card, guaranteed, can already cut promos, can already do all that. You're not building anybody else up. So once he takes out Daniel Bryan, guess what's next? Roman Reigns. That's it. You have nothing left because you utilize the same people over and over again at the very top. That $95 that you spent on that steak dinner is going to come back to bite you all month long while you're sitting there eating ramen. That's every other storyline on SmackDown. Ramen. You got one steak, a bunch of ramen afterwards. So hopefully WWE will spread some of this creative talent around. Have The Miz feud with somebody who's not Morrison. Have Daniel Bryan feud with somebody who's not The Fiend. Have Roman feud with somebody who's not Baron Corbin. Have Baron Corbin feud with somebody who's not Roman Reigns. Spread it around to where there's interesting things to watch no matter what segment it is. Put some freaking talent on Raw as well and start lifting that up as well and make some storylines there. That way, no matter who comes out, you're like, oh, this could be interesting. Oh, this could be interesting. Not $95 steak dinner and then a bunch of ramen for the rest of the month. That's what's happening. They're utilizing their tip-top tier people to fight their tip-top tier people, and no one gets built up in the meantime. Nobody else becomes a superstar. They just keep running around, chasing after the 24/7 title 1 week, and then you don't see them for 3 weeks, or they come out and they trip over the barricade, and then, oh, it's a funny laugh segment, and that's it. You're not building anybody. You're utilizing the guys who already are at the top of the fight card, already the best of the best. They can already put anybody over in the company, and you're utilizing them to fight somebody else who can do that as well. You're not helping. It's like at your job. If at your job you have one guy who's really good at something, like he can sell all the phone plans in the world, okay? So you work at AT&T. This guy can sell cell phones like no other. Are you going to have him working right alongside the guy who can also sell like crazy? the number 2 guy in the company, both of them next to each other, yeah, they might compete very well against each other. But then you got a bunch of other employees who aren't learning anything. How about you put the best employee with the guy who's like 5th tier? You know, he could sell a little bit, but he could benefit. Now, guess what? Now you got 2 extra cool sellers, and then the 2nd place guy, put him with the 6th place salesperson and have him learn off of this guy. Lift up your productivity. You don't put your best salesperson with your 2nd best salesperson just so they can compete, and then nobody else in your store is good. Nobody else learns anything. You have them train other people. You have them bring up other people so that your whole store is full of killers. And then you're just selling out the wazoo, and now you look like $1 million. That's not what WWE is doing. They're utilizing their tip-top guys against their tip-top guys all day long, and then your little guys who can't get over and have no charisma, and they're not getting anything going for themselves. They're just fighting each other in 6-minute matches where, oh, that was a cool slam. Cool. And then that's it. You put your best sellers with your not so best sellers so they can teach them and they can learn to be best sellers. You don't just keep putting the best guys against each other. And that's all they're doing with this Miz, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt. Like, these guys are going to be fine. How about they fight other people? People who need it. So that's my review of SmackDown and everything WWE is doing besides NXT. It just doesn't. It's not going nowhere. It's just, and they're going to keep getting just okay grades until they start learning that you need other talent, you need other charismatic individuals, and they probably have some that we'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know if they're charismatic because it's just going to see the same guys over and over again. Now, I'm not saying push somebody out of nowhere. I'm saying put somebody with them who you have some belief in, and let them prove if they're worthy or not. You know. Like Dana Brooke right now. Dana Brooke is getting more screen time. She just won a match against the women's world champion tonight. Previous women's world champion. She pinned for the win. Like, show some belief and let them get over, you know? Let them become something. CB Gaming, what's up, man? You were watching it? You liked it? I liked it. It was a good show. It was a good show. It wasn't great, but it was good. I liked the surprises too. But there you guys have it. They were not able to pull off the point tonight. Smiggity Smackdown was definitely a passing score. Did not get a point tonight though. Hopefully next week they'll deliver a little bit closer to the Royal Rumble and let us know who's going to be fighting for what titles. Like, just flat out, I would like to have a rivalry built towards these titles and not just, oh, it's booked. These two are going to fight. Hopefully they'll build some storylines. Tank, what's up, dude? What is up? What is up? Did you see SmackDown? Was good. So there you guys have it. That was Grapple Chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Everybody on Mixer, please stick around because we are not done for the evening. I'm going to restart the stream though. That way I can get just straight to Mixer. That way it'll stop doing this weird glitchy thing. So I'm going to restart the stream altogether, guys. But thank you so much for being part of the SmackDown Hangout. I hope you had fun. And I hope to see you again. If I don't see the people on YouTube, which they've all cleared out, most of them have. Just here to mooch, you know. Sometimes people are just here to mooch. Can't change people. Thank you so much for being part of it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you stay safe if I'm not going to see you again until Monday Night Raw. Stay safe over the weekend, guys. Continue hanging out with us. Come over to Mixer, all right? Mixer.com/Gritty Urban Saga. I'll put the link in the chat for you guys real quick. Here we go. There you go, guys. Make sure you join us. Thank you so much for everybody on the YouTube channel, and I will see you later. I hope you loved it. I had so much fun with you guys. You guys make these shows much better. Oh, that's not it. This is it. Thank you. Dudley.